Right.
What up, what up, what up, what up? We're live.
Woohoo!
It's been a long time. Shouldn't have left you. I mean, we kind of had to.
Without
But
too.
Right?
like, what up, Black Pros? We've missed you so much.
I know. We've really missed y'all, but it was a badly needed break.
Yeah,
Hey,
September was trying to kill us.
Yeah, September was a lot. And it was unplanned. Like everything just started coming out of the woodwork. Excuse me. I apologize. For those of you who might be unaware, Instagram is back. That was just my little friendly reminder
made that like an
to let y'all know.
FYI, Instagram's back. Don't leave us to go to Instagram. Just go to Instagram, but keep us up, okay?
But mute your volume, unlike me.
Yeah. Like, shoot, man. While we wait for everybody to come in, how's everybody doing? What's everybody been up to?
It's been a whole month.
It has.
I know that Bree, you've been getting ready for everything, I'm sure. Was
my God.
Was it hectic? Did you have like a schedule? Were you stressed?
Yeah, so I've been working on as soon as Blackoween-a-thon, my first round 2020 ended, I started this one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I've been planning for a very long time.
Dang.
I am a planner though. I love a plan. I don't want to feel overwhelmed, even though I do.
Same.
You definitely like stepping it up a notch. Like it looks so good for this year, the graphics, and I don't know. I'm super excited to dive a little bit deeper into everything and what you have planned.
Yeah, Glenn knows is a Blackoween Stan account.
At this point, yes.
Yeah, I mean, my biggest goal of Blackoween-a-thon this year was to get more involved because I felt that Blackoween-a-thon 2020, there was a lot I didn't know. And I was just like, oh, I'm going to do this because I think it's fun. And then I just did all this stuff. And I even had like 10 days of Blackoween-a-thon. So I did like these 20 to 30 minute videos a day. About like recommendations, and it was just like so much stuff. So I wanted to make it more involved, but I also thought it was going to be less work, and that was a lie. So
wait, before we get further into this, let me pause this for a second. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Black Pros Club, where Black lives, Black books, Black authors have always mattered. And here on the podcast, we like to kick the shit, talk a little bit. And today we're talking with Loc'd Booktician, aka Bree, who you have seen literally all over YouTube
for
like a week and some change now.
Yeah.
Yes, we are kicking things up into high gear, and we just want to talk to her about her amazing readathon she has going on this month and just everything that went into it. And we're just going to revel in all the spooky, lovely things about this readathon and about October. My name is Oshale of Oshi Reads.
I'm Brittany from Melanin Eclectic.
And we are going to go ahead and get started. It looks like we have a good amount of y'all in here, so I don't even know where to begin.
Today is a Blackoween Stan Day.
Basically,
so not only are y'all going to be reminded of why you should be participating, but you'll also be reminded of why when people do readathons, just participate, because you can spend a year planning for 1 month.
Yeah,
I know. It's so impressive though. Like there is a Twitter account. I mean,
There's
there are
author interviews.
There's merch. Like, okay, so the first thing I want to go back into, because this is officially your second year.
Yeah.
I want to roll everything back to 2 years ago. Like, where did this idea come from? Like, did you work on it, a long time before you presented it the first time? Like, I kind of want to go back into the past a little bit, and then we can talk about this year.
Oh yeah, for sure. So the first year I did Blackoween-a-thon, I actually started in March of that year.
Okay.
So I was like, okay, this is something I want to do. And I remember y'all having the Black Summit Discord.
Yes.
And then I just said that I had this idea, but I was running through like 3 or 4 names. And I've said this so many times, what I'm about to say, but I was running through some names, and then Jerry was like, Blackoween-a-thon.
Nice.
I was like
Jerry for the
win. Yeah,
nice.
I was like Blackoween, spooky, black, this, black.
That is hilarious.
Like I had all the things, but like Jerry was like, okay, brevity, sis. Like it's just Blackoween-a-thon. But I also accept Blackoween because it doesn't need to have a thon, but I just say Blackoween-a-thon. So it took some time, and I was actually really nervous to ask anyone to help me because I thought they would say no. So I just spent all my time and did it myself, and I just asked for people to do announcement videos because I didn't want to put any pressure on anyone to like help me out, because at that time I think I had, like, when I first started, I think I had maybe 300 subscribers.
Okay.
And then I mean, now I'm over 2K. I still consider myself a small booktuber for real. Like,
yes,
slow and steady, but I like it. I like it. Please don't blow up, Lord. I can't handle that. Like,
Did you say please don't?
Yeah, girl.
Like,
What?
I'm not into it.
You deserve it, though.
You deserve it.
If it's slow and steady, I can fuck with it. But if it's like I'll go to sleep and wake up and people are like, "Hey," I'm gonna be like, "I'm going out,"
You're just gonna be in shock.
It's like, nope, I don't want it.
I'm like,
oh my God,
she wasn't ready. So
basically,
I'm at the hell now. But yeah, so it was March to October in 2020. And then it was October until now for 2021.
Okay.
Jesus. Yeah.
Wow. So you're saying that this year's was a year in the making. So I guess my question is, what were some things that you took from last year that made you go, okay, this is what I'm, gonna change or add, or like, what were some things that you got from last year's readathon, the very first one, that you decided to switch it up for this year? Or maybe you wanted to keep certain things the same?
Yeah. One, I realized that even though being Black is not monolithic, Black folks around the diaspora work in community. And if I can't work in community following the first year, I can't do it. So I realized that I needed to ask people help. I needed to get some collaborations. And it was very important that any person I collaborated was Black. You had to be Black or I wasn't fucking with it. But I also was born and like raised by my sister, or I'm not born, but raised by my sister, who is like, you support Black people first and then everybody else after. Like, that's just how she instilled in me. It's like Black first and then everything else. So that was something I wanted to expand upon. But then last year I noticed that Blackoween-a-thon and Black SSF-a-thon overlapped in prompts, and I didn't want to do that this year. I wanted to make sure there was a clear distinction between Blackoween-a-thon and Black SFF, because I wanted to make sure that people were equally spending time in both of those genres that are equally important to Black literature. So I wanted to make sure that was separated, and also that I did collaborations with Chloe. Chloe and I did one collaboration with an author, and then I just share everything, and Chloe share everything of mine. So that's how that collaboration went. Another thing is I didn't want that many prompts, so I wanted to figure out a way to make the prompts succinct, because I feel like there was like 10 or 12 prompts or something last year, and I was like, hell no, we won't go. So I just cut that down to 6.
Okay.
Yeah, I was just trying to make it more manageable and smaller, but then now that I think about it, I end up making it larger. So I don't really know how that happened.
It has really, really, I mean, blown up, and it's so.
It would have stayed small. Not with the way you just said you were. The amount of collaborations, because we haven't even touched on the co-hosts. The amount of collaborations that you did this year, there was absolutely no way it was going to stay as small as you thought. Like, you deserved bigger, and it just literally, the moment you said you were putting more work into this, the moment you were like, I'm gonna take into consideration other people, I'm gonna uplift other people while I do my thing, there was no way it was gonna stay small.
No way.
Not at all.
And it's been so cool to see, just scrolling through, Bookstagram and the little bookish spaces online, to see people participating. Like, I'm sure that has really made your heart happy and excited to see the amount of people who have like really been excited by what's happening this month. Like, it has been happy. Like, it has been great for me to see. Sometimes I'll come across someone's account that I wasn't even aware that they, knew about it. And I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah. For a moment of candor, I will say, even y'all asking me to be here is really surreal for me. Like, I don't really know.
Really? Because
are you serious?
You can't be serious, because we have future plans with you already in mind.
I know.
Yes, we do.
It's just like, when you were like, oh, Black Pros want to have you on, and I was like, me? Like,
come on.
It just feels surreal, and I think
you're gonna be nicer to my friend now.
I know,
be nicer to my friend.
I know, I really do, and I think I'm trying to like take it all in stride, because I understand that shyness and that fear comes from like childhood hurt and trauma of me never being shown that I was enough. So now that the internet is like, oh my God, Bree, you did such a good job, it's like very combative feelings and kind of conflicting, but it's also really good. It feels real good, because y'all don't know what I put into this readathon and how many hours outside of work. I work over 40 hours a week, at least.
Oh, we're going to talk about it, girl. We're going to know what you put in.
We're here to remind people that you put in work on top of work on top of trying to have a life, on top of trying to be a human.
Yeah.
Like, this is what it takes to make it success, people. This.
Yeah. And on top of me filing paperwork to open my own private practice.
Wow. Yes. Oh my gosh. Are we getting this? Is this breaking news?
Yeah. I guess
Are you announcing this officially?
Saying it. Yeah. I guess it's the first time me saying it.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
This is so exciting. Breaking news here. You heard it here first. Okay. Black Pros Podcast. She is getting her own oh my God. I just got chills. I am so happy for you.
It's going to take some time, of course, but got to get stuff in order.
Yeah, absolutely.
This is beautiful. We'll remember to save this video so you can play it back on your first day when you open the door officially.
Oh, that's so
amazing.
That is amazing. And I would just like to say, in regards to you talking about, it's interesting, right? How like success beyond what you maybe thought or imagined can bring up these conflicting emotions and feelings based on past experiences. And I just want to say, for every moment of doubt or anxiety or worry that you have, I want you to take 3 more moments to just take it all in, take it all in and try to like remember as much as you can. Because there have been so many great moments in my life that I spent so much time anxious and I spent so much time feeling like I didn't deserve what was happening to me that I regret that I didn't take even more time to take that moment in and really like imprint my memory with how it felt to experience that. You know what I mean?
Grant, that's such a good way to talk about it. Yeah.
All right. So now I want to talk about, we talked about the past. We talked about how we got to where we are today. And now I really want to get into, because I just realized that there might be some people listening who don't really know what we're talking about, who just chimed in because they're curious. So I want you to talk about, right? I was like, hold up. So I want you to talk about this readathon, how long it's running. I want you to go into your prompts and a little bit of the spirit behind it and what it represents. And then we can go from there.
Yeah. So Blackoween pretty much is, I do a lot of inner child work as myself, honoring little Bree is what I call her. And a lot of times when I was younger, I would read mysteries and thriller, and there was never anyone that looked like me. So pretty much Blackoween is that homage to her and letting her know that we see you, sis, kind of thing. So with Blackoween, it's a celebration of Black authors who write mystery, thriller, horror, suspense, crime, any of those like spooky genres. And this year, 2021, we have 6 prompts and like a bonus prompt. So the bonus prompt is if you the books you read, if they have Caribbean or rep from the diaspora outside of the American gaze, it's like an extra point.
Nice.
If that makes sense. But the prompts are to read a book that is mystery, a book that is thriller, a book that is horror, a book set in the 20th century, a book by underrated author, and a book with LGBTQAI2 plus rep. The reason why I made sure that it had to have, or a book had to have LGBTQAI2 plus rep, and that, it's an underrated author, or that the author is from the Caribbean or somewhere throughout the continent, is I think a lot of times people look at Black folks as one fold and forgetting that we have intersectional identities that affect us differently. And they look at us very monolithic, which is unfair because our non-Black counterparts oftentimes don't get seen like that, or I should say white folks don't get seen like that. So I just wanted to shine light on that. Like, we Black and we queer. We Black and we Caribbean and we queer. You know what I mean?
Right. So absolutely. Like, all the intersections that we have and how, our experiences and who we are as a people is so varied, so much more colorful than what they want people to believe it is. Okay. So that was an excellent kind of overview of everything, and just to know the spirit of it and what is at the core and what is really driving you to create this readathon. And for this year, I've noticed that it has become a lot more interactive in terms of involving authors and doing interviews. Like you said, you have co-hosts, and I just wanted to touch on that a bit. I know we did a little bit with you talking about, realizing the community aspect is so important. I want to talk about at first the authors, in the sense of what pulled you and like what drew you to reaching out to these authors in particular.
So I can't tell you all the authors, but we'll talk about the ones that are
the ones that we know.
The ones that we know. For those of you who don't know, part of Blackoween is a play on my channel, Loc'd Booktician, and it's like the Locked Door events. So 3 days before the interview will be live, I will give you 3 clues to kind of get you to guess who the author is. and we have more authors to come. So we won't get into those. But for example, Jean Nicole Rivers, I interviewed her yesterday, and the thing that pulled me to her is, one, she's living in Houston.
Nice.
Two, she's a Black mom, and she's a Black woman who writes horror. I don't see that a lot. I don't know if anybody else sees that a lot.
No.
But I was like, yes, absolutely. So I shot my shot, slid in her DM, and got a yes. And then for Alyssa Cole, I didn't even know she was following me on Twitter. And I was like, wait, what? Maybe this is my end to talk about when no one's watching. So I slid in her DM and got her in. Another author who I made hers public because of she's an honorary book club pick, which is Nakesa Afia. I just at her on our Twitter and told her that we will be using her book as an honorary book club pick for Blackoween-a-thon. And then she messaged me and she was like, hey, I also have a bunch of books. I can sign them and give them for a giveaway if you want. And I was like,
amazing.
What?
I amazing.
Amazing. I was like, what? And she was like, yeah. And I was like, I'm so jealous. And she was like, I'm giving you one too. And I was like, oh my God.
So you get a signed book. You get a signed book.
Right. I feel like she Oprah'd me, honestly. So
right.
That was dope. So she's gonna, help me with that giveaway. And I was like, since we talking, sis, you trying to come on my channel? And she was like, of course. And I was like, oh my God, like just so dope. Another author who I slid in her DM was so excited to hear from me because apparently she's been following me. And I had just no idea. And she was like, can I send you my book that's coming out in March? And I was like, yes, you can. Yes, you can. So she sent me that with all the merch too. So I can't wait to talk with that author with folks. And then I did reach out to Attica Locke because I really like her mysteries as well.
Right.
And she was like, I'm so sorry. I'm so busy. But I really hope Blackoween-a-thon goes well. Please stay in touch next year. So maybe next year, I don't know. But
that's amazing.
That was pretty dope too. So it was just like with all of the authors, I reached out to them because there was something about their writing or their story that I felt I personally connected with.
Mm-hmm.
So I just was like, this is dope. This is dope.
It's interesting because I kind of feel like sometimes as Black readers who read Black writers' books and uplift Black literature and Black fiction, I feel like sometimes we forget how excited they are to be included, right? Yeah. Because Black writers are so marginalized already. And yeah, okay, things are getting better in the publishing industry. We have definitely made some headway, especially in certain categories like YA and literary fiction. We've definitely made some headway and we continue to, and things are continuing to get better, especially with social media the way it is now and the awareness. But we forget that they're often left out. And I think sometimes we think, oh, they're not going to want to hear from me, or they're not going to want to come on my platform. And we're reminded again and again, like just how excited they are to be included, how happy they are for us, that we're reading their books, that we're celebrating their books, that we're talking about their books. And I don't know, I just feel like that's something that needs to be made more accessible to other creators and people who want to get into interviewing, and people who have booktube channels that maybe they think they're small, or book blogs or whatever it is, that, like you said, shoot your shot, because these authors are just excited to be thought of and they just want to be a part of it,
Yeah.
The worst they can say is no.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. I mean, I also like if anybody in the chat is looking to, and they're also a small booktuber and looking to email an author, I'm more than happy to share my template. I just created this template to kind of like release the stress of trying to make it. So if anyone wants the template, I'm more than happy to give it to you. It just pretty much is like, hey, this is the work that I've liked of yours, and like this is why I want to interview you. Because I'm a small channel, I can't provide you with monetary compensation, but I do have a growing audience that can, may grow to be something else, and that can help for, exposure of your platform and of your books. It's kind of like something I created. So if anyone wants that, I feel like I can share that. I don't need to be the gatekeeper of that.
And that is why we love you.
Also, if you email her asking about this, you better come correct, and there better be a thank you in there. That is all.
Brittany's gonna make sure, okay?
Because some people, once you make information available to you, they get real entitled and forget their manners. So
that's true. Unfortunately,
that is true. That's true. I also want to say, something also, because I feel like I don't want people to think that this is like I'm lucky out here in these streets. But quiet as it kept, but now it's not quiet as it kept, I guess. When I first did Blackoween-a-thon, I did reach out to bigger Black booktubers, and none of them respond.
Ooh.
Look, you are jumping ahead of me in my list of questions.
I'm saying that to say that you may not always get a response. So the reason why I have the people I have now is because I know for a fact that they read similar mystery and thriller and horror like I do. And also I thought the chances of them telling me no was slim.
Listen, honesty. That is
I'm be honest about that. I'm just gonna be honest about that. I was like, I think I'm gonna say no. So
we humans, we don't like rejection. That makes sense.
That does make sense. And I think that honestly, I think that just speaks to the bonds that have been formed in what you would call, I guess, smaller Black booktube. The friendships that we all have, even though we may not all talk to each other every week, every month, we all have these relationships with one another where we know we can count on each other. And if for whatever reason someone can't do something, it's no hard feelings. You can reach out to them next time. It's not a big deal. Right. There's a level of comfort and of like, I've got your back, you got my back, that exists on this level of Black booktube that we don't necessarily feel on the higher levels, or, people who maybe were where we were once upon a time and now their channels have taken off. There's definitely a separation.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't say anything against them because a lot of them I don't know personally. So I can't speak to their motives. I can't speak to their intentions. Heck, I don't even know if they see messages half the time or if their DMs are just overwhelmed. But I do like that about this kind of level of Black booktube, this community that we've built and the friendships that we've built with one another and the support. I love it.
Also,
I love it here.
All these collaborations are giving fantastic content.
Yeah,
such good content. But okay, so
real good jobs with their announcements. I'm like floored every time.
Yeah, I watched all the announcement videos for your host. It was like this was their moment.
I know.
So good.
I'm still
so good.
I'm still laughing at some of them.
I was like, oh, y'all better work. Y'all knew y'all had to show out in these announcement videos.
They understood the assignment, that's for sure.
They did. The Blackoween-a-thon goon took me out. Deidre came out of her closet.
Okay. Yes, I was going to say, which one came out their closet? It took me out.
It took me out. Just funny.
Oh my gosh.
Your host, though, shout out your co-host for this.
Oh yeah, so I have some of them in the chat I see. Yep. So we have Shay with the hobbies, who I plugged in our first interview for the Loc'd event. So she's looking for your email, Shay, if you haven't already sent it to Jean Nicole Rivers. We have Erica from The Broken Spine. We have Emma Ray from Emma Ray Empowered. We have Ashley from Bookish Realm. We have Shane from Luxurious Blue. We have Dika from Down to the Last Page, who I also chose her because She is British, and also this is Black History Month in the UK, so I wanted to make sure we were including that as well. I said Shane. We have Brandy from I think it's Books with Brandy Shanae, if I'm wrong.
Yes.
I feel like I said everybody, but I feel like I lost. Oh, Britt from Britt Ridley. Oh my God.
I think that was, hold on. I'm trying to.
Deidre from She Reads.
Because you have a whole squad.
A whole squad.
Yes, a squad of them, for sure.
The squad is strong.
And the squad is ready. Y'all understood the assignment.
The squad understood the assignment. So I want to give a shout out to two different things before we continue, if that's okay.
Go ahead.
The first one is there was a mistake made in my bookmarks, in the sense of I forgot how effed up English is, and that when you say 19th century, it's really 1800. So I had that printed on my bookmarks, and I was just like freaking out. And the squad really helped me be like, it's okay. We'll just verbally say 20th century, put 20th century on everything else. Don't worry about it. So shout out to them for really calming me down on that. Shout out to them for helping me co-host with the other authors, because I'm not gonna lie, I was nervous in the first one yesterday and nervous with Alyssa Cole today. I was like,
I watched both of them today. You
couldn't tell.
Really well. You couldn't tell.
You couldn't tell at all.
Leo rising. I definitely did. I stepped into my Leo rising. So,
I love it.
The moon was like, this ain't it, So I tried. I did God's work, showed up. So that's that. I also want to give a shout out, and I'm gonna try not to get emotional, to Brittany, y'all. Brittany.
No.
Yes.
We already talked about this. I do my help in the shadows. I'm like, bitch.
And then they drag you into the light.
No. Brittany, if it wasn't for Brittany, the merch wouldn't exist. I'm telling you. Nowhere. I'm sitting there thinking I'm doing big dog work. Like I'm doing big dog work on Etsy. And Brittany's like, sis, why is your shipping $100? I'm like, $100? So then I called her. I said, help me. I can't figure it out. And literally, I think it was like 2 or 3 hours. You helped me figure it out. So I'm just saying, shout out to Brittany.
Yes.
Let me tell y'all, I was over here about to cry. I was freaking out about the shipping. And then I still have my piece of paper here that I put on my wall, and it says on September 11, 2020, you do not control shipping. So I have
God, I forgot I told you to write that down.
So it's been written and decreed on my wall. So I
totally forgot I told you to write that down and memorize it. I completely forgot about
I wrote it down. It's been written, and that's what on period. So I'm just saying, I'm so appreciative of you for helping me out, and your stickers was the first thing to sell out. I thought it was the keychains, but it was yours. People were like, that's mine now. Did I keep a couple for myself? Yes, that's business. But other than that, I'm just like, the Black excellence, even Harley, Harley didn't have to make the flyer, Harley was like, I'll help you. Harley made the flyer free of charge.
Wow.
Shout out to Harley.
Harley literally put their whole foot into that freaking logo.
Yes. Logo is elite.
Have y'all seen my Blackoween? Have y'all seen my Booktician new logo?
I don't think so.
It's on my timers. It's on my timers that I put on. I just posted some timers to help people read or
I did notice those. Yes, I did. It's on her YouTube.
Yeah.
Oh, trust me. I'm already here.
Also, shout out to the timers. I think this is the first time I've seen readathon timers. So this might be your moment to be inspired by. So
wait a minute.
Other readathon timers.
This is next level.
Yep.
This needs to be trademarked because I see somebody coming to appropriate this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. This is amazing.
Listen, I just want you to know Black Pros Club will be utilizing this timer idea for Throwback-a-thon and Naked. And at the bottom, it will say inspired by Loc'd Booktician's Blackoween.
It sure will.
Listen, we need a timer. And I try not to call it the Blackoween-a-thon timer, just like regular timers that people can use at any time. But I wanted to do the timers, and like a couple lives ago, I was in lives with people and in a live on my channel. And I was like, man, I'm tired of always using Google. Google getting my coins, and I ain't getting my own coins. Like, that ain't right. And then somebody was talking about it, and I was like, I need to call these reparation timers because I need
not reparations.
Reparations are due. You can call them reparation timers, and then the slogan is reclaiming my time.
Reclaiming. Okay. Every minute and second.
Oh my gosh. Listen.
It's so
feel free to use this video at any time, because if anybody tries to take these timers and use that bullshit up, I mean, it's just timers. No one ever just created timers. They can eat rocks, because no, they can be one. They'll quickly become a read on Black Pros. We all know I like to rant every once in a while. I will drag them in reparation honor.
It be like that. I'm just saying, it was reparation timers. I don't remember what live it was in, but I think Salter was in the live when we were talking about it. I feel like Salter's in all of my lives.
Shout out to Salter, because Salter be everywhere. Actually, all of y'all in our chat be everywhere.
Exactly.
We love to see it. We love to see the support.
We love to see it. So good.
So I did want to touch a little bit on, you said it a little bit about the interviews. Did you do anything to prep for those interviews? Because like Brittany said, we could not tell you were nervous at all. It seemed seamless, flawless, like you had just been doing this forever.
Oh no. So I like to give a shout out to my parents. I just like to give a shout out to my parents. Even with our ups and downs, my parents are very much I don't even know how to describe them. They're indescribable, I guess. My mom is like the life of the party. Like, she is just like a social butterfly, can talk to anyone about anything at any time. Also my dad, but add a little dash of paranoia, like just like that. And that's my dad, and I think I just got that from them. So I try to be like, how would my mom or my dad handle this situation? So really, for the lives, I just showed up as Sheila. That's my mama's name. I just showed up as Sheila and just try to get it done. But I did research. I went through probably a year or two on social medias for all the authors.
Okay.
I looked on their website, read some articles that was written by them. I didn't watch any interviews of them because I didn't want to compare myself to that interviewer. I know I can be that person. So I was like, nah, I ain't doing that. And then like just found out like some little things, like, so for Jean Nicole Rivers, an avid follower of her TikTok. So I knew she had a daughter, I knew she was trying to get this thing up. Well, it's already up, called Simply Stylist, which is like where you can go and like write your book, and it's Black owned. She owns it, and she like teaches you how to set up your book. So it's like the format is very user friendly.
Okay.
And then for Alyssa Cole, I did the same. Found out she had some pets, which I was joking about her cats. And then I asked her if she speak French, and like we talked about French and like languages and things like that. So I was trying to make it more of a conversation than let's just talk about your books, which we did. But I just wanted to make them more conversational than like, I didn't want them to feel like they had to go through work after being in the interview. So that was just the goal. I don't know how you interview. That was just what I did.
That's honestly, I think, what I enjoyed the most about the interviews and what made the chemistry so natural, and it's so enjoyable to watch because it looked like you were enjoying talking to them and you were enjoying being there with them, and virtually. And it also seemed like effortless, and I think that is actually a really great interviewing strategy, is because these authors, I'm sure they have a lot of interviews and they get asked similar questions, I'm sure, a lot. And I think it's nice when they can have an interview where it seems as if the interview is also interested in them as well, and not just their work.
Right.
So that was like what made it enjoyable to watch. And as readers of some of their books, it's fascinating to find out more about your supposed favorite author, an author that you enjoy. It's like the peek beneath or behind the curtain, kind of like the Wizard of Oz type thing, into their mind and hobbies and stuff. It's very interesting.
Yeah, it's true. Shamala asked me about Stephen Graham Jones.
Yep.
It's gonna happen. It's been claimed. I put it out there. When or where or how, je ne sais pas.
We put it out into the universe.
Yep, that's it. I don't know, but I feel like he likes me. I said it. The man likes me. Okay, I'm always cracking jokes, adding him in weird shit on Twitter, and he likes me.
Y'all already have that bond, The groundwork is already there.
Every time I see an elk on Twitter, I'll tag him and be
cannot.
Familiar.
Not an elk.
First of all, if you're joking at that point, why have we not slid in the DMs?
I think I'm chicken shit on that.
Listen, last year, and Jerry forced me to interview one of my faves.
Yep.
So as far as I'm concerned, do you need me to slide in the DMs and I'll do it like she did me?
It might have to be a force, because the way you made me read Riot Baby twice, I was like,
hold on.
Hold on, wait a minute now.
And that's what I mean, like that type of interview that actually interests you in the author and not just their book. And even if you've already read their book, it makes you reread it again. Like, hold up.
I was like, I just need one more. And
now I feel like I know you personally. I need to go back.
Right. Yet, I'm not going to be the one to do it. And Jerry, you're in here. Do your magic.
Right.
The magic.
And Jerry has like magic something. Okay. Like,
listen, I think it's to, and Jerry being trained as a lawyer, you have to be precise in your acts. Have to be precise. Some people have that gift.
So true.
I don't know too many people who telling Jerry no, so that's why I'm like, go ahead.
It'd be like that.
In fact, everybody in this chat, if you are of the same way, we feel like manifesting for our homie here, you can just tag him on Twitter.
Yes.
Oh wow.
It's gonna make me so overwhelmed, but
Bree's like, I didn't ask for this type of help. That's not what I asked.
You don't have to do it today. You will not have to conduct the interview even in 2021. But we're just gonna go ahead and put it all the way out there in the atmosphere. Like,
that's crazy.
Hilarious.
I'm gonna have to really like just rip the smile off my face because it's like so big right now. But my students, right? Because I have lots of students in different capacity. My students come up to me, and these are my students who I help, who are in like the Indigenous student group on campus, and they come up to me and they're like, "Oh, hey Bree, can we talk to you?" I'm like, "Cool, what's up?" They're like, "Well, we're trying to get an author on campus, and we just like need help on like how we can word the email or whatever." Like they always ask me for a different type of help. And I was like, "Yeah, I can help you. Who you have in mind?" They said Stephen Graham Jones.
No way.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
I was like, I mean, if you need help, like, yeah.
Oh my God.
So the universe is screaming it at you and you over here trying to avoid it.
And I was like, and they were like, wait, is that his new book in your bag? I was like, mind your business. Okay.
What?
Mind your business.
Okay, these are too many signs.
I don't know. Do you need it written across your forehead at this point?
Seriously.
Guys, there are certain authors that I just feel like, holy shit. And a lot of them I'm interviewing and have interviewed. So I don't know. Y'all, I'm just over here still can't believe yesterday and today happened. Really.
I believe that everybody who wants to do something with their lives has moments where they either take it with both hands or they miss out on their opportunities. And I feel like Blackoween-a-thon is kind of giving you this like very large push.
Yes.
And you're like holding on to the rope, but you haven't actually jumped off the cliff yet.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. You read me. It was a good read. It was a good read.
You're welcome. I'm just saying, like, you're gonna do just fine.
Yeah.
You're doing interviews right now, handling it, and nobody can tell that you have sweat rolling all the way down your back. Nobody's gonna know.
I had to change my whole outfit before I went to work after that.
Yeah, that's I had hilarious. To take a shower. Nobody's gonna know.
Nobody's gonna know.
Yep. Yeah. I also actually that was my third interview in the last 7 days. Ooh. I have another interview that's kind of secret.
Oh wow.
Talk about that in like November or something.
See what I mean? Just
all this great juicy stuff coming up.
It is.
I feel very honored to like.
I'm excited.
Conversation.
Oh gosh. Oh my god.
Just honored. Oh wait, we didn't talk about one important thing. So we've already shouted out Harley putting her foot in the logo, but let's talk about the Loc'd collection.
Yes.
Oh yes. Who knows how that happened? It's a blur. I'm gonna be honest. It's a blur. So the Loc'd collection actually is something that was supposed to happen years ago. This whole experience that I'm in right now is what. Okay, I'm gonna go on a little soap opera for a second.
Take it
really
away.
Go out there and grab your dreams because literally it's you in the way. Like people say that, but no. Like seriously, you are in the way of manifesting things. Are there things that can affect that? Of course, but I often feel like it's me, myself, in the way. So in 2011, I said, you know what? I'm gonna make me a YouTube channel, and it's gonna be about books and my natural hair routine. And I did one video. And got one negative comment and turned it off.
No.
Yeah, I turned it off and was like, I'm gonna head out.
Oh no.
And let me tell you, your girl head out. She headed out. She said, I'm gonna head out. So then I didn't reopen it again until 2019. So I said all that to say, like, I wish someone told me, like, just try again. Like, people are trash. People are going to be trash everywhere. So, like,
absolutely
try again. So I say that to say you're in your own way. What was the question? I'm sorry. I got so tangential.
We're just talking about Loc'd collection. If this is the direction that carries you, go ahead.
No, a couple years ago, I wanted to do an Etsy shop. And I wanted to sell my painting. So I don't know if people know that I paint, but I do. I have a lot of paintings that I should sell or show, and I don't. I typically don't. So I wanted to do a Etsy shop of prints. But to this day, I don't get how to do prints. So I just think that might have to be done.
We'll talk about that when you're done with Blackoween.
Okay. Worry. Because I'm like, friends, that's going to be hell no for me live at this moment. But anyway. I
said like, after.
You're like after. But I was like, at this moment. Yeah, just this moment. But I was like, what I've learned is that if you don't know how to do something, somebody in your network might know how. So do I know how to do all this fancy stuff with Procreate? No. Am I learning? Yes, but Harley does. So I asked Harley for a quote, and then, got all these things going and talked extensively with Harley and talked with you also, Brittany, and then tried to figure out like how to bring merch to Blackoween-a-thon, because I've always wanted to. So I wanted to last year, but I just couldn't figure that out. Couldn't figure it out. So then I was just like, I'm gonna do the Loc'd collection. So I want the Loc'd collection I'm just trying to brand. I don't know if anyone's getting that. I'm just trying to brand Loc'd, like have Loc'd, Booktician, Plantition, the Loc'd collective collection. Just trying to really brand on that. And I want the Loc'd collection on my Etsy to have plant and bookish things. And I also want it to be a place of, if there's other Black booktubers who want to sell something, that we can talk about that collaboration, and I can help them on the Loc'd collection if they don't want to do their own Etsy as well. So there's like plans I have for the Loc'd collection that will happen future, but that was my goal with the Loc'd collection. And I'm also really shocked at the sales. I have like 130 sales now.
Nice.
A lot of the product is gone.
That's right.
A lot of the product is gone, but the keychains is back. So there's like 8 keychains left or something. And then I still have lots of stickers. So no worries on that.
You heard it. The keychain's almost gone for a second time.
I was about to say, go get you a keychain.
We don't know if they're coming back. Just saying.
Go get you a keychain, please.
Stole the second one I ordered. So, such is life. Somebody robbed me outside my house. They said, "This is me now."
Oh my gosh.
This is why my sisters are not allowed in my office when I have new products. Exactly why.
Things just disappear.
I think it was like that. They kept saying, the mailman's like, "I left it outside," and I'm like, "Outside where, player? Because I don't see nothing."
Oh, we're not gonna talk about the way UPS just be making up stuff on their tracking numbers.
They really do.
It really felt. I don't know. It felt like a hate crime a little bit. It felt like
facts.
Yeah,
that's how I feel about this man not delivering my freaking prints.
What? Still?
Well, this thing, I got the covers, but not the prints for the inside. It was the same order.
Why they separated?
How is that even possible?
I don't know, but it came in 2 boxes. And on my ring, it shows that he walked up with 2 boxes.
So where's the other box?
Both boxes and walked away with the second one. I was like, oh, no. You can lose your job today. You better bring that package back.
Are you serious?
I'm so serious. And coincidentally, just randomly popped up at my door today.
Wow.
Interesting. Okay, that's weird.
Get
you a Ring doorbell. It saves lives.
Listen, I would have came out with a bat.
Okay. I was in a meeting, so it just popped up as like a somebody's at your door.
Right.
And so I was like, okay, I'm gonna check it after I know it's packages or whatever, because Melanin and Cuts is doing some crazy shit today. And so I look at the camera and I'm like, oh, okay, that's gotta be my prints. The box too small to be any of the other stuff.
Yeah.
And then I see him scan it. I see him ring the doorbell. And also need to point out, he did not bend down and just sit my package down. He just let my freaking package drop from his hands.
What? Oh, no.
I was like, he better have been so glad that I was in a meeting and did not look at this camera immediately. I would have yelled at him as I was running down the stairs to meet him at the front door. Like, wow. What? You better be so glad this is paper.
What is even the incentive of keeping people's packages?
I don't know, but with the shortage of workers and stuff, it's like the quality of service has gone down because
astronomically.
Yeah,
astronomically. Like my mom was telling me horror stories.
Yeah, they're just trying to get people in the door.
Yeah,
they
gonna get a door in their foot and keep playing.
Yeah. They say knuck if you buck.
I don't know about you, but I've already been getting messages from people asking where their planner is.
Wait.
Oh, no.
You sent out the email letting people know it's on the website.
You are a part of BookTube. You know, not everyone reads on BookTube.
Yeah, people don't read, and yet we're in a reading community. Make it make sense.
Well,
like,
you know that's not how this works. I sent out emails, posted it on Instagram. I even have a highlight on Instagram to view.
Like, you did everything you could, Brittany. Right. Literally.
On your personal Instagram, you said go to my shop Instagram because there is a message, and then you said another message. I mean, sometimes the math don't be mathing. And my dad says, not all sense is common. That's what my dad says. That's what he said.
I'm just letting you know, you are now officially a small business. You might as well just have a copy and paste. You might as well have curated responses whenever you do something, and have it in the note or a Word document where you can just copy and paste. Because you're going to have to repeat yourself about 8 million times.
So true.
Yeah.
And at least, you know, this year so far, I've only gotten like 2 really rude emails.
Okay. Progress.
Everyone else has just been like, hi, we hadn't gotten an update. I just wanted to know. And I was like, don't worry, I got you. Don't worry. But the 2 mean ones, I was like, you almost got your... Oh!
Breaking news. I love it. I love it here so much.
I love this community.
Oh my God.
Jerry plays no games.
Are you breathing? We need to hear you breathing.
I'm just going to leave this here for a moment. This is one of those moments I was telling you about, Bree, where you just need to take it in.
I just want y'all to know I am not crying. It's just salt in the air. Okay.
It's a little whiskey, that's all.
Oh my goodness.
Bree, every time you get on our channel, you make us cry, bro.
We do. We can't do this. We can't do this. Okay.
Listen, while Bree is having her moment that she rightly deserves, does anybody have any questions for Blackoween-a-thon? What books are on your TBR?
Yes, that's what I wanted to get to in the last part of this live. I wanted to talk about the books because I don't know if anyone else is like me, but I am more of a thriller, like true crime thriller type person, not necessarily a horror. I think as horror as I get was literally like the Goosebump books when I was a kid, right? Like Stephen King. That's me. So I wanted to talk about book recommendations, what's on people's TBRs, all that stuff.
Also, feel free to continue to send Bree praises.
Oh my God.
Hey, I don't know if you know this, but here at Black Pros, we uplift and we root for everybody Black.
We sure do.
Everybody. I swear.
I still need that shirt from Issa Rae.
Oh, me too. I use my community as a personal uplift section. I swear. All day I'm like, share that video. Yep, share this one. Yep, they're Black. Yep, they're Black. Yep. Mm-hmm. I'm constantly sharing. Razor Blade Tears. I just finished it today. Loved it.
Razor Blade Tears. By who?
S.A. Cosby. So this is what my thoughts on S.A. Cosby. Okay. I slid an S.A. Cosby DM on the Facebook because I couldn't find his email nowhere. And another author told me that when you have like a page like that sometimes the messages go to this place and they don't see them until months later, which is like, so because on Twitter, S.A. Cosby and I are in conversation. We follow each other. So I'm like, that is odd that he wouldn't respond to the Facebook. But then I found out that it's the Facebook thing. And then I went and looked at mine, and that was very much true. There were messages from months ago that I So I'm saying all that to say is, y'all don't send messages on Facebook.
Yeah, don't do Facebook direct messages. I didn't even think about that. Now I want to go check mine.
Yeah, I was like, wait a minute. Somebody was asking me a question about like if a video idea they wanted me to do, and then there was someone else asking me to help them with something, and I was like, dang.
Wow.
That moment has passed.
Yeah, seriously, that's so sad.
Yeah.
Okay, we have. I'm currently reading Razorblade Tears by S.A. Cosby. Reads with Rachel. Hey, Rachel says my TBR is Darling, Ballad of Black Tom, Devil in a Blue Dress.
Yes.
Confessions of Franny Langton.
Amen.
Woo-woo. Oh, shout out. Also, if you're looking for a good mystery, Hollywood Homicide by Kelly Garrett is not only what the Black Pros will be discussing on October 13th, but it also covers the prompt. Just saying.
I love you, Brittany.
I know. I figured why not plug that real quick?
I can't keep it on my chest, so I'm gonna do a spoiler.
Oh, snap.
Ooh.
Okay. So I will be interviewing Garrett, Hollywood Homicide and Hollywood Ending.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
Breaking news!
And unfortunately, it's happening on October 13th.
No way!
I cannot.
I didn't even know. One job. And another
way.
The other reason why I'm spoiling it, because 2 people slid my DM today because they're friends with her and they were telling me how excited they are about the interview. And I was like, well, it's out there now.
Wow.
Well, this is actually good because we can guide people to go watch it. What time is, well, maybe you don't want to give that away.
The interview will be way before we talk about. But dang.
That's awesome.
Look how that worked.
Yeah, she sent me her new book. She was the author I was telling you about.
Oh, yeah. Listen, man, look at the way this works.
Nice.
Everything's been laid out so nicely.
Breaking news, you heard it here first.
Yep.
Black Pros Podcast.
Black Pros Podcast, where we bring you all the information you need, highlights, sneak peeks, all that.
And we actually fact checked our journalism and don't just make shit up.
We actually fact checked.
We actually know the people that we talk about personally.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so dark from the shade.
It is. Yeah. Wait, what time is y'all's?
7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Hold up, let me check. Hold up, I did.
Hold on, we pulling out the schedule.
Right.
You know we have too many things to do when we're all like, wait, let's pull out the schedules.
I know. That's how you know. That's good though.
Yeah, our talk is 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I'm guessing what's going to happen is y'all are going to go fall in love with the author.
That's a great collab. This is great. This is like an unintentional collaboration.
So well.
I'm loving it.
This is nice. I did some bullet journaling, fancy stuff.
Shout out to the bullet journalers.
I did. I made it all cute. I'm like,
oh my gosh, my reading planner page for your readathon is so cute. I don't actually want to write on it.
I know.
Nice.
Me too. I'm like, I don't want to do it. I
have a bunch of spiderweb washi. I'm like, oh, this is cute.
Spiderweb washi? I don't have that.
Oh,
I know.
shoot.
I'm jealous.
Sorry. Yeah. So that was the product I was testing this year, and I didn't really like it. I just realized what I said out loud. My bad.
I was like, haven't seen that.
Right, I was just showing somebody your site yesterday, and I didn't see it there, so it felt like a personal attack.
Just pretend nobody heard anything.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hopefully, I should be done before your all discussion of Hollywood Ending or Homicide. Which one y'all doing?
Hollywood Homicide. Book 1.
The first book, yeah.
All right.
Shout out to Miss WFC Reader for not only buying me that book for my birthday, but also recommending it.
Nice.
Shout out to Vina, because Vina told Deidre, who Deidre told me.
Shout out. Listen.
Shout out. So many shout outs tonight. I'm loving this.
Yeah.
Listen, okay, I got it noted. I will work on spiderweb washi for next year. Okay.
Okay.
I was like,
you can't just mention these things and just casually move on. Like,
listen,
not how this works.
Well, I don't know if y'all know this, but Melanin Eclectic tests out products all year round, and then when I feel comfortable with them, they get dropped.
Just let us know if you need any testers.
I know. I know. Y'all are about to say it. I know.
That's been claimed. I didn't even think of that, but that would be dope.
See,
I
creating
don't know how
positions that
that
didn't
would
even
happen,
exist.
but that would be dope.
You
Because
are what you mean you don't know how that will happen. You know how that will happen.
I know how it happened, but I'm having a hard time because I'm still high off Stephen Graham Jones, you know?
Look,
Listen, stay high.
I'm still on
We
the
stay
high.
high.
Yeah.
No lie. And you
Shout
know.
out to Jerry also. Shout out to Jerry also for my love of washi tape. And I'm glad I call it washi tape now because it was wasabi for a long time.
wow.
And I realized that was wrong. I do. But at the time, I didn't know it was wasabi to me. That's how I was.
That
You were
is
calling
hilarious.
it wasabi? That is fantastic.
Yeah,
So good.
all types of wasabi.
Oh my gosh. Brittany,
Yeah.
you have to drop a washi named Wasabi
I
Yeah.
know.
in
I
honor
was
of this
just-
conversation.
You know what's really funny?
What?
So you know the washi tape that I released for the planner?
Yes.
Yeah.
I hadn't named them yet.
Okay.
And I just got
Ooh.
them delivered today.
Well.
Would you guys like to see the green washi?
I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. Well, number one, we're gonna have to hold on. Let me go take my bonnet off. I'll be right back.
I cannot.
No, I mean, God said show up as you are, and I'm sitting
Okay.
here with my hair in a ponytail and a sports bra on. I'm living my life.
God also said the internet is forever. I will be right back.
Screenshots live forever.
It be like that.
iCloud takes no prisoners.
None. It's just out here got us.
So now that you're in the midst of everything, I will say, are you at least enjoying it? Because you know how sometimes you're on like go mode that you don't even realize that you're not really like enjoying it, as in like do you have your TBR? Have you been reading? I mean, we're only a couple days in, but you know.
Yeah, so I am on the go. I'm constantly like freaking out that something's gonna go wrong.
Oh my gosh.
I'm like constantly like, oh my god, what's happening? But I will say, and only my co-host knew what I'm about to say now, but I don't think someone's gonna hate me for saying this, but because of how stressful Blackoween-a-thon 2020 was, I put in some safe havens to make sure that I don't be stressed out in those similar ways, right? We can't always see everything, but the big ways in which I was stressed last year, I try to make sure that didn't happen. One of the ways that I've already participated in Blackoween-a-thon. It's already I'm done. I did
nice.
it all. So that was Blackoween-a-thon was September for me. You know,
that's
so
amazing.
Right. So I can just be more behind the scenes and like posting more on other things. So that's
actually really smart, Brie.
Yeah. So
you may have given me an idea there.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I was like, Blackoween-a-thon is September.
Yes.
So that's what I did. I mean, I am reading, I think, like 2 books. But most of it was done. Not most. I did all of them in September. But I read a lot of Black literature that's mystery and thriller and horror anyway. So it's just like I'll be hitting it again this year,
right?
Because of what I already read.
But you can be relaxed and not stressed out that you have to read all these prompts and also run the readathon behind the scenes.
Oh, Chile, are you taking notes? Because we're gonna have to do this next year.
Look, that's what I said. I said, Brie, you onto something. Like you have discovered something here.
No, I'm telling you, if you do it the month before, you like build in that safeguard. And another thing is, one thing that it wasn't done. Okay, I'm lying. It was intentionally done. So, one thing is that I made sure I had enough hosts so that they can do something on their channel and traffic can be drawn to their channel, not just mine. So a lot of the hosts are doing sprints. So for Blackoween-a-thon this year, every day you can sprint with someone. Every day you can sprint with someone. this morning or this afternoon or later on today, you sprint with MRA, either on YouTube or on Twitch. Tomorrow I'll be doing sprints. The next day Dika will be doing sprints. The day after that MRA will be doing it. The day after that Britt will. The day after that Shane will. So it's like so many people. It's like I put the calendar also on my Instagram. So if you're like looking to figure out, hey, I want to read on this day or that week or whatever, that'll be happening. I also put a week vacation in October so that my co-hosts can really live their best lives while I go off the grid for 10 days.
Amen.
Wow.
Listen,
that is so smart.
Freaking one. That's what we do after that. That's what we scheduled to do after the Black Book Summit next year. Yes. We're doing it again next year, by the way.
I'm ready.
Yes. Breaking news.
Yes.
You heard it here first.
All right. Is everybody together? Because I think we're officially going to name the green set Wasabi.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Wasabi.
Oh my God. That's literally perfect.
Is that not the perfect color?
That is perfect.
Oh my God. It's lovely.
There's been too many cosmic alignments in this conversation.
It's been really interesting.
Hold on.
That is amazing.
Hold on. In my, I use Melanin Eclectic Moon, and I like to put when the moon is shifting in my bullet journal, and I also like to put what the moon is in. So today the moon is in. Hold up, give me a second. Figure what the moon is in today. The moon is in Virgo. It makes sense. Yes, we getting Virgo up in here. It makes
Virgo
sense.
Energy.
Yes,
strong. That box, that
it's
little
cute.
purple box, it's so satisfying.
Is that a pumpkin in the front?
Oh, no. Let me show you how brilliant this is. That's my character.
Oh my God. It's good. It's good. Let's see the front.
Oh, the front just has a missing label.
Are you going to put something there?
The whole time we've been talking, I have been prepping washi tape. So
what's up?
Like, we're packaging purple.
Okay.
The whole set fits perfectly in the box.
It's so satisfying, Brittany. You have no idea.
So satisfying. Like the whole time I've been talking to y'all, I've been packaging them with this huge smile on my face.
And it's so nice when your vision just becomes real.
Facts.
It's
also
amazing.
Getting off camera now. Look how much better that picture looks like. I was supposed to be on the internet.
Just a baddie, just doing the work. Man, we doing real Virgo vibes today,
We apparently are. Didn't even realize that. That's funny.
Yeah, the moon's in Virgo. I write it down. Really tiny.
That's so cute.
It's the thing.
I love this. If you're looking for moon stickers, we have regular moon stickers and we have Samoji moon stickers.
Wait, I didn't see the Samoji. That's why I just got the regular pack.
Okay, I'm literally on the site.
Hold on. Breathe for 2 seconds. Hold on. I think I got some here to show.
I was like, what? I got the regular pack. Also,
I like the regular ones too because they're purple.
Yeah. I'm going to tell y'all, I got these stickers with my full name spelled out from you. I have not used it. I've had it for over a year. My name just looked too damn good. I refuse.
You don't want to use it.
I don't want to use it.
I get like that too.
I did those for you. That's funny.
I still have all of my stickers from last year's planner, and I'm just like, I don't want to use them. They're too good.
That's so nice.
Y'all.
That's why I bought two of a lot of stuff.
Use the stickers. What is wrong with y'all?
But they're just so cute.
I know, they're so good.
I love y'all. I honestly do. Like, I appreciate.
So good.
I appreciate the hoarder. I appreciate the users. Like, I appreciate every single one of y'all.
All the hope for the hoarder. I'm a hoarder and proud. I can't find it right now, but I'll show you when we're done with our lovely chat here. I got them somewhere. I just made more, but I don't know where I put them. Wow.
I mean, Oh yeah, I mean wasabi, the wasabi washi, and I have to figure out the other names. I might actually go Big Hero 6 with the title. No, I can't do Big Hero 6 title because I plan on doing Big Hero 6 in my shop. So I
Okay.
can't use the full Big Hero 6, but I am using wasabi because I don't think I could get any more wasabi than this green.
No.
Can you do Purple Rain for the purple?
This isn't purple enough. This is more of like
it's like a lilac.
Yeah, it's like a lilac.
Like a lavender.
It's like, because I also have a pink that I'm purposely not showing you because there's something special in the pink. That's not the other one. So if you ordered a bundle, then you'll see what it is when you open it. Because we all know I like freebies. So I just have random freebies for different things. So if you bought a planner, you're definitely getting some freebies. If you bought the bundle, you're getting all freebies.
Wow.
You know,
this is exciting.
It's an experience. When you deal with Melanin Eclectic, you are dealing with an experience, not just
that's right.
You know it.
The original.
The original. I also want to say it's above me now. It's my favorite sticker. It's on blog.
Can we talk about how that's my best-selling sticker of all time? And
I'm sure it is.
It's my fave because there's some days that it just don't go right, and I don't got a lot. I don't want to write how I didn't do that day that well, so I just put that sticker on the day. It's above me now.
Oh my gosh, that's a perfect journal sticker. Now that you said it like that.
Yep, that's how I use it. If the day is trash and I can't. No, I got no energy to go back.
I'm going to have to start using that sticker for that because I be reading back my journal entries and I'm like, girl, you was going through it that day.
It's above me now. So I got a couple above me now. So let me tell you.
Yeah, my original plan was to keep it in the shop for like, a week after that video. But the way it's still selling today cracks me up.
Yeah.
I was like, either everybody who orders from me is super petty or we all got a lot going on right now.
Exactly.
A lot going on. I'm going to say that one. For sure.
Let's see. What is your next events for Blackoween? So we've already said that y'all need to go check out the host. I did put Booktician's information down in the description box. So if you go there and click on a link, you should be taken to one of the socials associated with her or Blackoween and go check out the host, figure out which reading sprints you want to hop on. But other than that, there's also, is there an author interview? How many days or how many author interviews are you doing this month? And what days are you doing them?
Okay, so I can't tell the days because I try to set it kind of like a mystery hunt,
Right.
Like you got to figure out the clues and then figure out the author. But I can't tell you how many authors. I will say that. Let me go to because I have 2 Octobers. I have one of non-Blackoween-a-thon book content and one of.
Who are you?
Right?
I don't know.
Like how?
I don't know. I ask myself that quite often. I'm like, what are you doing? So we've done 2 of them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 more.
Nice. And we get to unlock the clues to guess who they are and what day.
Yep. So you'll unlock the clues on the 7th, the 11th, the 24th, and the 28th.
All right. Okay. So also, y'all heard this. So when she posted, we also need engagement. So go ahead and put a guess or 3 in because engagement boosts are just as great as the actual support on the interview. So
That's
make sure to remember to engage with all content because all of this content was worked on for a long time. I don't think y'all realize how rewarding it is to have engagement when you post things.
Yeah, it's very important.
Speak on it. Another thing I wanted to do with Blackoween-a-thon that I had to pull back. So one of the hardest things about Blackoween-a-thon is you're trying to do, or readathon, I should say, because I don't think Blackoween-a-thon is the only readathon this has happened to, which is trying to make sure you please everybody, but you can't. So someone was like, "Oh, I don't have Storygraph. Can you do a challenge on Goodreads?" And I was about to do it to please them, and then I was like, "But Goodreads is owned by the Waite tribe. Like, no,
I'm done.
I'm gonna head out,
Oh my goodness. That's so
that is
true.
How
though.
I will be referring to them for the duration of my life.
Oh my god.
To be honest, I think I stole that from Kev on Heart. Kev on stage.
I mean, honestly, because I've been trying to think of a proper way to say it, but who child?
Funny.
And I took it. Wait, I heard it from Kev on stage, and then I can't remember who I heard it from first, but I'm gonna say Shay from Shay with the Hobbies.
Listen, Miss Awesome Saucy asked the question I was thinking. I was like, I didn't even know you could do challenges on Goodreads.
Yeah,
like, that's how on Goodreads I am.
Yeah, I mean, Books and Lala does it for her Literally Dead book club. She does them. I don't participate in them because I always forget about them. But at this moment, I did remember that you can do that there. But that did not happen. So I said no. And another thing is, people are like, "Are we gonna watch movies?" And it's like, yes, but only my Patreons. Like, I don't have energy.
Yes, you deserve the coinage. Keep some exclusivity.
Yeah,
also, her Patreon is also listed in the description box, FYI.
Yes, Patreon.
Also, I feel like that's something that kind of sets this readathon apart, because I know a lot of like the spooky themed readathons do the movie thing.
Yeah,
and it's oversaturated at this point in that way. Like, if people really want to participate with that with you, then yes, they can pay for your time on Patreon and watch it with you and get that enjoyment. But I think in terms of just the public, it's so oversaturated with so many of these spooky readathons with the scary movies and stuff. I think that it's nice to have a readathon that's just focusing on the books.
Yeah, so that's what I try to do. Like Friday, I think we watch Hocus Pocus. Yeah, we watch Hocus Pocus.
So cute.
Love Hocus Pocus.
And to join my Patreon is literally $1, y'all. That's less than a subscription.
No, that's great.
Yeah. I mean, also, Aaron, I think it's about time you get Storygraph, because Black Prose is going to Storygraph soon as well.
Yes.
We are, once we have some time to kind of fully pull into that, because I can't remember the last time I was on Goodreads, y'all.
Exactly. Like, we're working on Black Book Summit stuff right now, and we're still sitting here like, so who gonna do that?
Right.
Right. I also want to say, I don't have a partner. I live in a very small town with nothing to do, so I have a lot of time on my hands, which I know can be very different from other people. But if y'all need some support or help, I'm definitely willing to help, specifically also with Storygraph. Like, I can show y'all how to navigate that and how to get it started, because Storygraph is really good. I didn't even realize until, what was it, a couple days ago when I made the challenge. It was like 5 people in the challenge, right? And I never looked at it again. When I looked at it yesterday, it was over 130 some people in the challenge.
Wow.
That's intense.
Yeah, we've had subscribers put like our Black Reading Challenge on Storygraph, but like it was like, we probably should use it. I mean, plus I heard it was made by 2 Black chicks again.
Yep. I think it was a Black woman and a Black man, I think.
Yep. Or I just know it's Black, and I was like, listen,
that's where I'm at.
I'm there.
Yeah.
Say less.
Say less.
Say no more. Say no more.
Like, we support.
I also wanted to say that Blackoween-a-thon has 2 giveaways. I don't know. Have we talked about that?
No, we haven't talked about the giveaways.
We sure haven't. We get into the goodies now.
Yeah.
So one of the giveaways is you get all the merch that's on the Loc'd collection on Etsy.
Woo!
Wow.
And I put on Instagram how to enter into it. And I also made like like a bingo type board to help you track if you did what needs to be done to get entered into the giveaway. So far, no one has done it.
Ooh.
So, I mean, you know,
Come on, y'all.
No one has done it.
Free stuff. Let's do it.
And then the other one is if you go to the live. Hold on, let me go back to my calendar. I'm on the non-Blackoween-a-thon one. So if you go to the live show for Nekesa Afia at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time on Friday, the 29th of this month, if you're in the live, just being in the live, you will enter into the contest. So, and then 2 people will get a signed copy of her book. So 1 person from Canada, 1 from the US. Now, if I get my copy from her as well, I will do a 3rd giveaway and give away my copy that I purchased as well.
Wow.
All right, now free books.
We got giveaways on top of everything else. So
Free books.
what do they have to do to win? They have to follow the instructions for the bingo type thing?
Yeah, so on my memory, it's so much stuff going on with Blackoween.
Listen, go to Booktician's Instagram, follow her, and read the graphics that she painstakingly made.
Look.
Let her breathe. Let her breathe, okay?
Brittany said, do the work for yourself.
You want these books? You want to do something?
You gotta zoom in. And the art was by Melanin Eclectic.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right.
Yep.
I had fun doing that one. That one was fun.
Yeah, I feel like you had fun with all of them. You were more excited.
Not gonna lie, yours are the best reading. Yours are the best reading badges I've ever done, and I did them in like an hour. And I was like, so you can do this kind of stuff.
They're really good.
Like they're so good. I'm like, do I share the ones I saved and stashed for myself?
I cannot. Do I hoard this for me?
Okay, I just need you to keep that template because I think we should keep those forever and use them next year. Because I hope this is a continual collab.
They're saved on a drive.
Nice.
So it's yours. It's Noria's Fuckathon. I have another readathon collaboration coming up.
Nice.
Look, Brittany
start working on
is doing her thing. Okay.
Well, I decided since YouTube didn't want to pay me for videos, I might as well put my time and energy into people who are actually getting money for their videos.
There you go.
Damn. Well, I still haven't gotten a check.
Hey, you're almost there.
I've been monetized for over a year. And they like, nah, we ain't giving you no coins, sis.
I got a check, and then they told me that I was buying views.
That situation still has me blown.
Yeah, I was like, who is only buying 100 views?
Like the audacity of you.
Yeah, it's like I'm not even trying to clown myself, but like I wasn't getting more than like 100 views a video. So who is buying those?
And could you not have bought more?
Right, because I sure would have been millions by now. But yeah, I lost the appeal, guys. So
damn, you can't.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I lost the appeal.
See, it doesn't make sense because they did not have any proof.
Not only did I lose the appeal, but apparently if I try to do another account, I won't be able to ever get monetized.
Whoa!
Stop it right now.
I'm not the first Black creator that has this issue. It's a lot of Black creators on YouTube that have been getting hit with this kind of stuff.
Holy shit.
Wow.
You know, I was gonna talk about it one time, but I was like, since we here,
man,
yeah, it's a lot of Black content creators that are getting hit with similar things, and we're all kind of trying to figure out like what the heck.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just be on Instagram and TikTok. Your girl. Well, I might still do my gaming channel because like I like The Sims and The Sims love me. But
I am completely in shock, Brittany. You did not tell me this.
I mean, I've had a lot going on, and emotionally, I was really fed up because I had been on YouTube since 2013.
Oh my god!
Wow.
You know, took me 8 years to get monetized.
Man, we gotta send Addie.
This is a problem. This is not okay.
No, I mean, I thought, like, what happens on my channel is that YouTube will tell me that they can't monetize my channel because it is, there's like slander or something in it. Like I broke a rule, and I constantly have to be like, no, it was literally like for both of my interviews, they were like, this is inappropriate.
Wait, what?
Why?
Yeah, so they took all the monetization from both of my interviews.
Already?
Right. Yeah, already. They sent me an email and
Are you serious?
Yeah. So I'm like trying. Usually if I send, because this happened before, I have to like be like, no, I checked everything. It was good. I have to have somebody like manually watch the video and then send me an email and tell me
this is
that
too much. I literally I can't.
That you've already like, do they give you the money from the views you already had?
That's done. No, they don't.
Bruh, listen, it's time to get off YouTube. What?
This is too much.
This is ridiculous.
It's too much. I kind of understand now why Black creators have been flocking to TikTok, despite TikTok obviously being racist. I mean, but all these platforms are racist, right? So it's kind of like
banned for calling somebody an inappropriate name that had to do with being Caucasian.
Oh dear. So it's kind of like you have to go to the platform that is going to actually give you the most for returns for your efforts, I guess.
But it's like which one? Because all of them are screwing us over. I mean, for God's sakes, I watched both of those interviews. What was inappropriate about these interviews?
I don't understand. I didn't hear anything inappropriate either. So I'm literally like racking my mind to be like, what?
And another thing that pisses me off with YouTube is they send you these generic ass letters that don't explain nothing. So like, if I was doing something wrong, don't you think I deserve to be able to be told once? Like, if you're just telling me all of my content is shit, like, what am I supposed to do?
There's nothing you can do. That's why they do it that way. So you can't really fight what they're saying.
I mean, we're not monetized, so I can say YouTube ain't shit. I can't wait till we I cannot wait till we get an alternative to YouTube because I'm jumping ship immediately.
Yeah, same. I don't know. Like,
what a disappointment.
Why is it so hard for us to get some passive income? We just
meanwhile, people coming on here doing absolutely nothing, getting millions of views for being basic, and we out here making content.
Please don't get me started on that. Please don't get me started because I might not stop.
We haven't had a Brittany rant in a long time. Brie, would you like to join in the Brittany rant today? Because
let's do it. Because like, let me tell you what pisses me off, and I get it, and I also I just feel a lot of things, and I'm like, my therapist self is conflicting with how I'm feeling, but I also think that how you're feeling is valid, and you gotta speak your truth sometimes. So that's kind of
let it out.
And I just feel like I hate it when I see Black creators really putting in the work on BookTube. And let's just stick it to BookTube. And even AlterTube I've seen too. Really putting in the work, putting out prime content. And then we got motherfuckers who can't even tell you what the book is. They just got the book in their hand. And it's like, yeah, I don't even know what the book is, but I'll see. And it's then really great. Like thousands, hundreds of thousands of followers and people in the comments. Oh my God, I love you so much. And I'm just like, what?
I mean, there's literally booktubers that don't even read. Like if you actually watch their content, you're like, you did not read this because I read this. And no, I don't think you read this.
There is sometimes I've seen book reviews and I'm like, wait a minute, I know I'm not having auditorial hallucination. Like I know I'm not having that. So like, what am I hearing? There's a disconnect. Like I'm like, I know I got some things running in the family, but it's auditory hallucination.
Bruh, BookTube will have you thinking the worst books are classics, and then you pick up the book and want to throw it at BookTube. I don't listen to BookTube. I listen to y'all, but I don't even consider y'all BookTube.
Yeah.
Because BookTube don't consider y'all BookTube until some Black person dies.
That's true.
Stop. Oh, God. We're going there.
The tea is hot tonight.
We're going there.
I got kicked off YouTube essentially. Like I I might post some videos every once in a while, but Melanin Eclectic is a brand and a brand that has to grow and make money. So because YouTube took my money away, more time is not going into YouTube anymore. Because I think like
Have you thought
about my channel.
Twitch?
I have considered Twitch, but Twitch also don't like Black people. All the freaking things don't like Black people.
Damn.
So Brittany, you should repurpose your videos and post them on TikTok. Like post snippets.
I mean, I'm like I said, like I'm still just trying to decide what my social media presence is going to look like from here on out. Because if I just use I'm still using my channel to post like planner videos with the reading planner and stuff because people want ideas and people deserve ideas. So I'm gonna do that, monetized or not, because I like that's to promote my actual content, and I want to make sure that nobody is buying a planner and then left stranded. But when I think about social media and I just think about how we're not monetized, how somebody could kindly write in the comment, like I could comment on a video and some random person of a non-melanated variety can get on there with their whole chest and call me a tree ornament. And I can respond back telling them that their mother was a cum cricket and I get blocked and banned. But he just called me a tree ornament. But the tree ornament comment, no violations found.
Right.
Like, that's the way that social media is made. And it's like, listen, I'm tired. So all my IT people in the chat, tell us what you need from us. We can be beta testers. We can be whatever you like because I'm tired. I love creating content. But I'll be damned if I'm going to create content for YouTube after they told me I was buying 100 views.
Yeah, this is ridiculous. I have no words. Wow.
How are you buying views? How do you do that?
It doesn't even make sense.
Real question though, how do you buy views?
I don't know how you do that either. Like I remember when you said that, I was like, I didn't even know you could do that. Is that possible?
Listen, I was pretty content with my 100 views, okay? Because it was just y'all. And and I like talking to y'all anyway. I was very content with my 100 views.
That's what I keep saying. I don't want to get bigger because I'm cool with the crew I got now.
I wanted to get bigger, but it was like,
That's so weird too, because I remember you did that experiment where you posted like, didn't you post like every day for a month or something?
Man, I did freaking 25 days of stupid.
I told you that nobody actually likes Bookmas or whatever the hell they're calling it these days. Like nobody, the only people that actually benefit from doing that whole Christmas countdown or holiday countdown thing are the bigger creators because they already have an audience. Yeah. So their audience is, I guess I should say they already have a very large audience. Excuse me. So they're a very large audience. The percentage of people that are going to watch that content is still going to be enough where it's financially beneficial for them to do it. Vlogmas. That's what I meant. Vlogmas and whatever the bookish equivalent is. But for smaller creators and just like normal creators, it's not beneficial. Like no one actually engages enough with the content for all of the work that you put into it. Like I remember my very first year on YouTube, I did NaNoWriMo and I posted every single day. And the only way I was able to do that is because at the time I was working part-time and from home. So, and the amount of hours that I put in filming, editing, uploading, everything, like it's just not worth it if you are not going to get those returns in. I mean, that's just the cold hard fact. Like when you have to work a normal job and you have to do all these other things to then like make content daily, edit, upload this, like no way. Mm-mm.
Yeah, this year I'm only doing the basics.
Yeah, this year I did. Last year, what did I do? I did either 15 or 10, and I was like, hell no.
To the no.
I started recording my videos in November last year. It was like pre-recorded, scheduled, ready to upload.
I remember that.
Yeah. While also running a job. I had 2 planner pre-orders last year. Like I was on some serious drugs.
And here's the thing too. It used to be doable back in the day before they changed the algorithm, right? Where it was like you could do like a 5-minute video, right? Or like a 6-7 minute video real quick. and put it up. But now it's like, unless your video is, what is it, 10 minutes or more?
I think it's 10 minutes or more now.
It's not going to get pushed by the algorithm. It's not going to be recommended to your subscribers. That's the part that kills me about YouTube. Your subscribers literally subscribe to you so that they can see your videos. They turn on the notification bell for some of them so that they make sure that when you post, they can see it. Tell me how. I used to get messages from people all the time that would be like, oh my gosh, I did not know you posted. Like, how am I seeing this 3 weeks later? And they're subscribed. They have the notification bell, all this stuff. But if it's not going to be pushed by the algorithm, your literal subscribers, the people that literally intentionally subscribe to you as your audience, don't even see your content. What is the point? Like, I'm just like, what is the point of this? Like, you work so hard to get an audience, and then YouTube will not even show your audience that you worked for your content.
Yeah.
That's like paying to go to a theater show. No, that's like being an actor on stage and putting up a show, and they sell tickets, and the people, and 75% of the people that bought the tickets are not allowed into the theater.
Well, okay. Thanks for
when
that.
the show starts. It's the same shit. And you're on stage, like, where it says sold out outside. Where's the audience? What's going on? That's exactly what it feels like.
It's just not giving what it's supposed to have done gave. And I really wish that my channel had more revenue as far as coins, because I caption almost every video except my life.
Same.
Captioning. Everything else is captioned.
God bless y'all.
Time. Huh?
Oshley said, God bless y'all.
I did, because that's a lot. That's a lot of work.
We all ain't got Read with Cindy coin.
No, we certainly do not. And she's not called Read with Cindy no more.
I mean, with Cindy coin.
Right.
I wish y'all love a little bit of it though. Shoot.
She's killing it. Good for her.
Yeah, she hired somebody to do it. And let's talk about YouTube for a second. Hey, Nasmo. Okay, let's just talk about this for a second. I almost swore and I had to pull it back. So I got some friends that is a part of the Waite tribe, or Waite adjacent. And they were really just really supportive, right? And two of them actually CC'd half of my videos.
Wow.
They were like, how can we support you? Can we noticed that you wanted to get captions. We can do the caption. And they would like send me updates and be like, hey, did you want this to be spelled this way, that way, whatever. Like, the friends were on it. And then YouTube raggedy ass was like, we're taking away community. I said, this is a hate crime. This is a hate crime. So now I got to do it by myself. When is the reparations going to come?
Okay.
We're on the 3rd.
Reparations are not coming on YouTube. Salter has a very good point. We spend, like, I'm putting in work on the podcast and stuff because, Black Pros Club is fun. Melon and Eclectic is like, I'll post when I post. Y'all see it or you don't. It's cool. I ain't getting paid no more. But Black Pros, we still have dreams for Black Pros. So
yes, we do. And I think for Black Pros, for us, we are comfortable moving at a more of a slow, steady pace than like trying to rush everything and overplan and overwhelm ourselves with too much too soon. We're happy just like taking it one step at a time.
One step. That's really all you need. And I don't know. And I also feel like with BookTube, I have to read Sarah J. Maas in order for anybody to see me. And I'm tired of that woman. Harpo. I'm tired of her.
I like her, but yeah, it's a bit much.
No disrespect to people who enjoy her.
Well, like I said, if you do not like very like over the top romance novels, I just don't see you liking Sarah J. Maas. I just don't see it.
Listen, if you're gonna pitch a story to me about an assassin, the assassin better be spilling guts, okay? And not in a sexual way.
I cannot not spilling guts.
We've gone over this.
That is hilarious. I cannot. I can't add to that. I have nothing to add.
It's just a no. I just feel like also BookTube is like, if you don't read a new release, you ain't shit, kind of. No?
Yeah.
There's definitely a formula to BookTube, and it's very much about reading the latest, hottest books, doing a lot of book hauls, and doing the more whatever the trendy video is of the moment, and being able to execute that well. But I also think that there are people who've been able to find a specialized niche.
Yeah.
And I think what you talked about earlier, Bree, with saying that how we're not a monolith, but we are often viewed as a monolith. And I think that's what hurts us when it comes to building our audiences, right? Because I think, for lack of a better words, we are viewed as a monolith in some ways. And so when people find us, they're like, oh, I'm already following a Black booktuber.
I already got my token Black booktuber. I don't need to follow the rest of y'all.
Right. Or I already follow a Black booktuber that reads X, type of books, or that makes X type of content, or, whatever the hell they want to label it as. And it's that weird feeling. It's very that token feeling we felt a lot growing up of like, well, we've already got one of you that, fill in the blank here, and we're good now. It's like, oh, okay. So there's not that feeling of that comes with whiteness, that feeling of like there's room for everyone. And you can literally follow 25, skinny, pale, brunette, soft-spoken, cute and bubbly white booktuber, female identifying people, and nobody bats an eye, right? And their names could all be Hannah. Like literally, they could literally all have the same name, same hairstyle. Nothing against Hannah. I actually know a Hannah that I know and love, so nothing against that name. But it's just an example. Like they could literally all have the same name, same look, same aesthetic, and they see no problem with following like 20, 30, 40 people exactly like that. But when it comes to us, that's when, the choosiness comes in. That's when they're like, oh, well, I already follow. It's very strange as a human being on the other side of, as a flesh and blood human being on the other side of that. It's very weird.
Yeah. I mean, I used to really feel like I needed to do what Salter was saying. Like I needed to get me some white friends to do. Well, I'm serious. Like, let's stop playing, because sometimes when a white person co-sign you, you're friendlier looking. But I decided, why? Like the community we're building right now is fantastic.
I think that what you're saying has some merit. It's that place of like, oh, they're okay now. I can comfortably, or this person likes them, so they must be okay. Like I must be able to relate to them somehow because this white booktuber that I trust also is friends with them. You're right. You're not wrong.
Yeah, it's like
it's kind of sad, honestly. And how boring must it be though to only follow one type of person, it's like an echo chamber, to only listen to one type of, person. I don't know. I don't get it because that's never been my YouTube experience. Like when you go through my subscriptions, although I have unsubscribed from many people, but if you go through my subscriptions, they're very varied and it's like so many different types of people. It's very diverse. So it's just weird to me. I don't get it.
We're thriving in our own beautiful ways. So we don't have to worry about that. Like, remember, like before we were trying to figure out how to get more subscribers and, basically how do we profit off the white guilt? Because it's the only time they're going to follow us. Like when all of that was said and done, we had less followers than what we started off with.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's like, why are we doing that? Like we are all being so authentic. Everybody, even in the chat, everybody has kind of stepped into their own places.
Right.
And stepped into their own like thing. And everybody seems to be doing just fine.
Yeah. Yeah. I think what Oshale said about like following other people, we all know that your girl, and by your girl, I mean me. I told Alyssa Cole today, I don't make it a habit to read romance. You're never gonna fight me on the streets to get me to read. Like
hilarious.
It's just where we're at. But if I tell you the amount of romance channels I follow, who's reading? What? It was a tentacle penis. Oh, okay.
We have not monster smutted on this channel in a long time. We definitely
so long.
I mean, the comments like, what? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. I just be hollering at everybody. You know, I'm a big fan of who picked this book, my girl Nicole. All she reads is romance.
Can we talk about that? Because I think even their spooky TBR is still like romantic, erotic
romance. Yes,
it is. So she called me like a month ago, and she was like, Bree, is it okay if I also read like it's romance in it? And I'm like, but is it thriller or like suspense or spooky?
Yes.
And she's like, yeah. So then she got in her mind like, oh no, but I gotta share this. So she's been single-handedly like filling the whole bottom part of the spreadsheet. So if anybody is looking for a romance with erotica or erotica horror or whatever, like she has been plugging away, adding on that sheet I have underneath my announcements. If anyone is worried about, like, she's finding Black authors from a very long time ago who don't write no.
No, that's amazing.
I'm gonna do a readathon, but I'm gonna do the readathon like 5 times.
Yeah,
so like
that's hilarious.
Like I was shook. I was like, "Why are you doing better in my own readathon?"
Like, what is happening?
I was like, "I'm so inadequate."
I know she sent me a thing on Instagram, and I was like, Nicole, you on your 3rd book for Blackoween-a-thon while I'm over here still reading Razor Blade Tears?
It's October 4th.
Like how?
Listen, that's support though. It's just like every time I see the TBR, I'm like, well, Nicole's flying through hers.
Right.
I'm gonna sit over here with my first one. I'm still on Jake Livingston, but that's okay.
Hey, right. I don't know how I'm keeping up with her and our Uncle Rick's read along. I'm like trying my best, like to make sure I'm reading them books. Sometimes I'm cutting it close.
Listen, I believe that we need people like Nicole to support the readathon so that in case we have a moment, it's like, no, we got content.
Right. Holla at us.
Right. Like, Nicole, you want to come on the show? Talk about what you read.
Right.
Another thing I like about Nicole is like, Nicole, in my opinion, is not reading Black because it's trendy. She just read a lot of Black books. That's just like her thing. So
I also noticed that at no point has Nicole ever muttered the phrase, "I can't relate."
Yeah.
Don't even get me started.
That's true. I
literally thought of doing a spoof video, right? Of me like describing one of the most popular whitest YA book I could possibly find. And just being like, I just couldn't relate to her being so pale and like, and how she was just like skinny and just like clumsy all the time. I don't get it. I just couldn't connect with her character.
The last time you drugged somebody on BookTube was mad at you. Please do it.
I just was like, no, I'm not even going to put my energy there. But that's how dumb they sound. Like, it's just like, you don't even sound dumb.
I read books about dragons. I ain't relating to them.
No, I only get that ignorant at work. And I'll be late. Like last week I said, you know what, Bree, you need to shut the fuck up because you're going to get fired acting a fool like this.
Not fired.
Because what the issue is, people don't, I think one of the big reasons why I go by Bree is because people find my name so difficult to pronounce. And I'm like, oh my God. So
wait,
I'm
what?
in this meeting, and this lady goes, yeah, so like Brianki was saying. And I looked around.
Wait, what?
I'm sorry, back up. What?
I said, now who's Brianki? And she goes, you. I said,
oh my God, she actually had the audacity to say you instead of, I'm sorry,
crime.
Did I mispronounce your name?
That's a hate crime.
Brianki, she emailed me with an
Stop
E
it.
at the end.
Stop it. Stop it right now.
Jesus, just go ahead and fix it. I just don't know what's going on. Then she caught an attitude with me because let's pretend her name is Rachel, right?
Yes.
At one point of the meeting, she did make a good point about something. And I was like, yeah, like Sarah was telling us earlier, if we do this and do that, and people looking around for Sarah, I'm like, that's Sarah right there. And she was like,
wow.
My name is Rachel. And I was like, well, my name is Brianka.
Yes, bitch. Listen,
I
support Petty.
A read.
I support Petty.
I wish I could have been there. to be the sound effects in the background. Like
some one lady called me Maria. I'm like,
stop.
how did I get here, Lord?
Why?
But it's like whatever. Like my granny sent me a card yesterday, and I was like, "Oh, my granny sent me a card." Like really excited about it. It goes, "It's BRIEIANCA," and I called her. I said, "Granny, ain't you my grandmama? Who this?" She goes, "Baby, I can't figure out how to spell it right." I go, why would you do this? Like literally everyone in my family have a hard time either pronouncing it or spelling it. And I'm like, oh my God, it's really not that difficult.
Yeah, wow. I didn't think it was that deep, but apparently it might be.
Apparently it is.
See,
that's intense.
I support the petty clapback. I did that to my old boss. I kept calling him Kyle.
Stop. What was his name?
Robert.
Stop it.
He kept calling
oh my
Brianna.
God, Brittany.
What? He would literally stand up in the meeting with his whole chest and be like, "Brianna, do you have anything to say?" And I would literally turn and look at the rest of the room like, "Is Brianna here?"
Oh my God.
Wow. I have the most generic name of all time.
And were you like, "No, Kyle"?
Right. And I was like, "Kyle, are you sure Brianna is here?" He was like, "Who's Kyle? Who's Brianna?" And then one day he was like, "I feel like there's been a misunderstanding." I was like, "You think so?"
Oh shit. Wow. I can't.
He's retired.
The story that you have, Brittany, from your job and how you just show up these men and just, oh my God, you just expose them to the point where I'm just like,
I embody my ancestors and my mother. Play with me if you want to. I'm gonna still get my paycheck.
Oh my God, some of the stories be having me on the floor. I'm just like, I cannot.
It's just
I'm reading the chat. Brittany didn't even stay with the R's. Nope, no, didn't.
People don't put respect on your name, and it's just not okay. Like I used to not care, right? But when I was in Peace Corps, I have my Peace Corps bestie. She's still my Peace Corps bestie. She just ride or die. Like when you think of ride or die about that life, anytime, that's her. When you look at her, you would never see that. Like you would never think that's her. So when I first met her, she is like 5'2". She's petite. She has blonde, natural hair, blue eyes. Ooh. And the first day I met her, she was curling her hair, and we accidentally roomed together for Peace Corps. And she was like, all of these people are shitty. I don't care about none of these people. I'm going to get Domino's and I'm going to bed. And I was
oh my God.
Mood.
And you were like my soul sister.
Yeah. And she's like from New York, and she has like this New York accent. She just like, all these people are trash. Like, I don't have time.
I'm dead.
So then
she was not here for it.
She was just not here for it. So her name is Christine. So people will call her Christina. And she would be like, no, my name is Christine. And they'll be like, what? Like, so taken aback because how forward she is with it. So then she started getting really pissed off with me because I would let people mispronounce my name, right? So we would be places, and then she would be like, her name is Brianka. There's no A at the end. There's no E. Like she's just like going out, and I'm like, Christine. She's like, these people are trash.
Christine.
Yes.
Like, these people are trash. They need to say your name correctly, or they can't fuck with you. Period. They're trash.
Period.
Oh, we stand.
Christine was about that life. People would try to like harass me. Christine will pick up a brick, anything, and be ready.
Stop it.
I'm like, Christine. She's like, no, these men are shitty and they need to be taught a lesson. And I'm like,
oh my God, I love Christine.
I'm like,
I don't know who Christine is, but I like her.
I'm like, Christine. She's like, no, they don't have any sense. Like,
she's a true friend. When you find a true friend, that is.
I'm sorry. I'm really stuck on this. Miss. I'm really stuck on Venus. Katrina, Serena, Katarina. Your name starts with a V.
How do you got Katarina?
I'm done.
Not Sabrina the Teenage Witch.
Listen,
basically.
I would start calling everybody that called me Sabrina Salem.
No.
You can't, like, I don't do passive aggressive. So if you gonna hate me, I'm gonna hate too. Like, Shay, you must be in the STEM field, aren't you? I can feel that you're in STEM.
She is.
Yeah, I can tell. I'm the only.
Oh, that happens to me all the time. Obviously, Shay, because my name is obviously, my name.
First of all, your name is gorgeous.
It's always like, oh, it's awesome. It's like, this is the best one when they're like, oh, wow, so unique. I've never heard that one. Is it okay if I just call you O, or do you have a nickname? And I'm just like, no, it's not okay. I mean, I don't say it like that, but I'm just like, no. Call me by my name.
I'm more offensive with.
I don't know you.
Yep, it's not okay.
I love how everybody is talking about how many times their names have been deliberately wronged by someone. I'm telling you guys, just take it from me. You don't even have to be aggressive with it. It's literally just like when they say your name wrong and you correct them and they say foolishness like, can I call you something else? Respond back, can I call you something else?
Right?
Yep. I mean, sometimes you got to match their energy. So one of my friends, he's Muslim, and when I first met him, he told me his name was Mo, right? But then another friend in our group, that most of the people in this group are Muslim, was like, no, you don't disrespect a prophet and call him Mo. His name is Muhammad, right? So everywhere I go, I'm like, Muhammad. And people are like, oh, why don't you just say Mo? I'm like, why? His name is Muhammad. It's not difficult to say.
It's not hard.
Muhammad, that's it. Like, I just don't get it. So now he gets mad at me, and now he's just going by Muhammad, because every time I hear somebody from the Waite tribe call him Mo, I want to lose my shit. I'm like, your name is Muhammad.
What is the name of the actress that was on Orange is the New Black that played Crazy Eyes?
I know exactly who you're talking about.
I never remember her name until I see her, and then I remember her name.
Fun fact, she just got married recently, and she looked absolutely beautiful.
She did. Wow. But she stood up on stage one time and told people, if you can say Tarchovsky, if you can say all of those names, you can say my name. I will not be shortening it for you. And I was like,
yes.
I live by this livelihood. My name is Brittany, so I really don't understand why the struggle is there.
Uzo Aduba.
Uzo, thank you.
Uzo, yeah. My dad is obsessed with a TV show that she's in, and my dad thinks that it's me and wants to watch the TV show together. I'm tired of hearing about it weekly.
Oh my gosh, I can't. And that's not even her full name. That's actually a shortened version. Yeah, for sure. And it's not hard. I mean, it's 3 words. My thing is, I get upset when people want to nickname me or call me by initial, because it's like, nicknames and initials are reserved for people I know.
Yes.
And you don't get to just have that as a random person, because to you, my name is too hard for you, or you can't remember it because it's not Eurocentric enough. Like, no. It's like, okay, then can I call you like Pat? Like, can I call you P? Like, what the heck?
Can I call you P?
Like, it's disrespectful. Like,
I agree.
No.
I mean,
no.
My name is Brittany, for God's sakes. What excuse do you have to mess that up? Also, this is the full name. Thank you.
Uzu Amaka?
Yes.
See how you looked at that? You weren't quite sure, and you still somehow phonetically got it correct.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm real good with African names, especially the West.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a secret talent.
I think it's my friend group. I'm gonna be honest. Let's blame it on them. Most of them are West African. I mean, and East Africa too.
Variety makes the world go round.
And it's so interesting though, because I think that with the mispronunciations of our names, as well as just completely calling us by the wrong names, yes, a lot of it is like this, obviously microaggressions. But I think for a lot of people, there's this underlying like fear too. Like I respect people more when they take the time, when they're like, oh, okay. And they like, because I've met people before who will literally like practice my name in front of me or say it over and over and over again. And they're like, oh, okay, I got it now. I got it. Like that I respect more than someone just like completely just bypassing everything and being like, oh no, I can't remember that. Can I call you this? Or being like, or just completely dismissing you and calling you different versions of your name or calling you different names altogether because they can't even give you the courtesy of remembering your name or wanting to learn how to say it, you know?
Or even trying. Like a lot of my Hmong friends, I don't know how to pronounce their name, but they always thank me because I try. They say I'm the closest. Like I try. My friend, she tells everyone her name is Pa, but her name is Pawa. And I try hard to like say it. So I always like Pawa. And she's always like, Brie, you just really trying. I'm like, I'm trying. I'm just saying.
I'm doing the best I can.
But like even for like Shomala was saying, like for Muhammad, it took me so long to say it the way that I do.
Right.
Because I was just like, I don't even know how to say it the other way, I'll be honest. But I just I had to practice saying these words like Abdullahi, Abdullah, like those like couple of my friends' names. So it took some practice because you're not going to always know it. You come in with this American tongue is what I'm saying. But I also have never met an African who mispronounced my name. So I don't know. I feel like I got to give the same energy. Shit.
Or you could be like, Aaron, I butcher every name equally, but I do try to get it right. That matters.
I think that's the part that matters is like, because you feel like, you know, you're being considered as a person as opposed to just being completely dismissed and just seen as, oh, well, I don't need to know how to say your name because it's not, you know, although Brittany, your name is American Pie as it gets. And I don't get that.
It is confusing a power move by a certain demographic of non-melanated men who also try to insinuate, ask me if I'm the secretary. It's always those kinds of men.
Oh, okay.
Work like I said, being an engineer who happens to be melanated and female identifying is. I'm just glad that I do my job so well because I can also tell them they're trash and keep my job.
You need to write a tell-all book one day. I would buy it.
I'm ready. Yeah. I'm like, they need a beta reader, you know.
The world needs to know. Just like the world needed to know about this like whistleblower Facebook lady, the world needs to know about engineers. The Black female engineers, what y'all going through.
Listen. There's a whistleblower Facebook lady.
Where have you been today, Brie?
Oh, I guess we're having this. This is our longest live in a minute, but let's continue. Go ahead and give us the breakdown.
Okay, so I don't know. I only watched. Okay, so there was a whistleblower who used to work for Facebook, and she had a 60-minute interview that aired yesterday, and she essentially, okay, I don't want to say stole. Okay, because she's protected under some law that they made like 10 years ago. Yes, her name is Frances Haugen, and I will just like to say that this white woman is doing the Lord's work. But she is. I listened to that interview. I was like, girl, because she can get away with it. She's blonde. She's put together. She had a little 60-minute interview talking about how she again
on YouTube apparently.
It's on YouTube. Again, I don't want to say stole, but she did photocopy over 10,000 documents from Facebook and then left with those photocopies.
Oh my God. And decided that she was just going to drop them off like.
Look, it was basically Facebook. Did all these internal investigations and internal research where it says in black and white that Facebook is basically making the world a worse place, for lack of better words, and that people engage better with negative, fake news, negative and angry content. It keeps them on the app longer, which keeps them spending longer, which increases Facebook's dollars. So it is in Facebook's best interest to continue to push misinformation, to continue to push divisive rhetoric, whether it be racial, political, etc. It is in their best interest to continue to push stuff like that to the top of the algorithm, even though they have all the research stating that they're literally making the world worse. Just like that civil war that they started in that one country, Myanmar. They literally started civil war.
They sure did start a
civil war. That was the hashtag deletes Facebook kept coming from on the Twitter?
Yes. So to make matters even worse, right, there was even more information that Instagram was even worse than Facebook. And Instagram was very detrimental to the mental health of young girls. They had this percentage of like eating their, because of Instagram, young girls and them, having eating disorders and body dysmorphia and suicidal thoughts, like it went up like a certain percentage that was like alarming. So they have all this research, right? But they don't care because it's making them money to continue to push harmful stuff to the top of the algorithm. So that was it in a nutshell. And so she took all of them documents, she photocopied them, and she took them
on Facebook, bro.
She took them to 60 Minutes, and she's also taking them. She's going to be testifying in court, I believe, I want to say the Supreme Court or in Congress. I can't remember which one.
She'll be going up with the committee. I forgot the name of the committee, but she'll be going up to the committee.
And she's just sitting there like butter couldn't melt her mouth. And she's like, yeah, I can't continue this in good conscience. This is not okay. I'm just like cackling on the inside.
Listen,
and then today, conveniently, Facebook and all its own subsidiaries, Instagram and WhatsApp, conveniently goes down for a whole day. And so people are like,
Ooh, child, listen.
So that we can't delete nothing. I don't know.
Like I said, Frances is doing the Lord's work.
Is her name Frances, or did you just make that up?
Her name is literally Frances.
Okay.
I love her name is Frances.
Frances Haugen.
Enough is enough.
Frances is doing no more.
Wow. With her like Kate plus 8 haircut, just
not her out a little bit. 8 haircut, bitch.
It looks good on her. It's grown out a little bit.
First of all, that Kate plus 8 haircut is like Super Saiyan Karen, okay?
No, but hers is like grown out. Like you can tell that's where it started. But it's grown out now. Now it's like a look.
Not the Kate plus the 8.
She looks like she did not come here to play with nobody, and I can only commend her.
It's so sad that I now have a visual of this woman because you made that particular reference.
Yes, I can't unsee it now. But I ain't gonna lie, when white women are mad, they are mad.
Look, she said, I am angry and somebody is going to pay. And I'm sitting here like, yes, finally, y'all on the right side of the Lord.
I was about to remix Smallville. Somebody pay.
Do anybody know what this video is at? Because I need to watch it.
It's on the YouTubes. It's on the YouTube.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yes, Flora, we're talking about the haircut. On a lot of social media, they call it the Karen haircut.
Wow.
Or the Can I Speak to Your Manager haircut.
I thought it was the Can I See Your Manager.
Yep. I call it Super Saiyan Karen, but you know.
Yep, it'd be like that. It'd be like that.
I just love it because she has all of her ducks in a row and she's literally sitting there because somebody in the interview was like, well, I mean, can't you say she stole the document? And it's like, No. Okay, she didn't steal. There's a law that says that she's protected under the whistleblower law. I'm like, I'm dead.
She is protected under the Whistleblower Act. Yes, she is.
Wow. And I just feel like that's how you know she did her research. She said,
she did her research.
After I come for y'all.
I was like, wow, this is a level of just like peak Karenism, but in the best way. I love it. I'm rooting for her.
Y'all in the comments are killing me.
For real.
What the fuck? I hate y'all. I love y'all, but I hate y'all. Oh man, I'm so done.
No, hell has no fury like a white woman scorn. Speak on it.
Man, I love you. But no,
I'm not, I have a white woman who support me at my job, and when I tell you she gets shits done, if I tell her there's any injustice towards me, it's not even her business. She inserts herself in it, and she'd be like, "No, Brianka is not doing that." I'm like, "Good for you."
I thought I had an ally like that until she showed her colors, and I almost fought her at work.
Oh no!
I'm afraid of Brittany. I'm afraid for the pillow to drop, and she show up as a Karen.
Listen, I was working there for 8 years before she showed her colors. She made a comment about how all the kids at the border deserve cages.
No.
And I was like, I'm sorry, what? She was like, well, they shouldn't have come over here anyway. We have enough of them. I said, oh no. So you're really racist.
That's so disturbing.
It was so sad. I would have
just called my supervisor. I'd have been like, doo-doo. So I have a question. Is on site?
Listen, I knew she was retiring in 30 days.
Damn.
So when she had her going away thing and she was like, are you coming? I was like, I have to go make sure the cages are clean.
Stop it.
That was the right way she left office. I told y'all I have no shame. If they can say it with their whole chest, I can say it with my whole chest.
Yeah, that's just disgusting. I'm sorry. Children are literally innocent. They did not deserve that shit. I don't care what your political beliefs are. Children should not be preyed upon in that manner. Like, I'm sorry. And so many of those children are still missing.
Right.
Under mysterious, nefarious circumstances. They can't, quote unquote, find them. I'm sorry. Yeah. Like, I can't even talk about it. It's really upsetting.
Yeah, that's how I felt. So since I couldn't bust her in her face, I had to go to the car and call my mama.
Oh, no. Yeah.
I was like, Mama, we got to pray because she's real close to getting caught with these hands. These hands are rated E for everyone, including the elderly.
E for everyone, including the
elderly. I do that to my granny. Now, Brianka, why would we want to do, Granny? I need you to start off the prayer in a good way because my supervisor is about to get these hands.
Listen,
oh my God.
I've had to go take a break to call about my supervisor. I was like, Mama, you might need to get the oil today because, again, he could catch these hands too.
Right. I'm like, had a bail money ready because I'm feeling some type of way.
It's so bad that me and my sisters were like, we're not going to actually do we're going to keep the plausible deniability. So just send an emoji.
Yeah.
Lord. Yeah. Sometimes at work, it can be really stressful. I don't have those problems at work. Luckily, like this is the first job I've ever had where I don't have those problems. So I'm just like, thank the Lord. But
you
yeah.
Good at the event thing you did. I said, look at her.
Thank you.
Are we back to the thirst trapping?
No. I don't thirst trap. I
feel like there needs to be a poll. Do you or do you not thirst the trap?
I don't know.
Take photos and it accidentally be a thirst trap.
What? Now, I will admit to the ones that were a little bit, provocative. There were a few, but
the ones where you on the beach and the 2-piece and you smiling.
I thought those were cute.
It is cute, but you're showing everybody your good. Man, people looking. They double tapping.
I was like, oh God, it's too cute.
I think for me, because I did theater for so long, I just don't think about nudity the same way. Like we would literally be naked on stage or just like naked backstage. Like everybody would see each other's bits. I'm so desensitized to that kind of thing. So it always takes me aback. Like I'm very comfortable taking, like I could take a photo in my underwear and be like chilling and post it with no remorse or any type of like fear or anything like that. And I think it's because I am so desensitized in that way. Like I just don't see it. I don't see it as like salacious. I'm just like, oh, this is cute. Yeah. I mean, I'm not going to like have my legs open for the world to see, but like, I don't know if that made sense.
I support.
If it's like that, I think I'm a little bit like that because I have so many sisters.
Yeah, that's how.
It's not like I have a lot of time. A lot of times tits out.
Right.
3 minutes in the bathroom with you, doing the Lord's work in the toilet. So it's just it's a lot of things, a lot of folks coming in and out. It's just like whatever.
Yeah. I'm always reminded though, because sometimes my mom will be like, "Oh my God, did you post that? Like, are you okay with that? Like, are you okay with posting that?" And I'm like, what's wrong with it?
Me in the chat, like, bitch, we see you in that swimsuit.
And I'm like, yeah, what's wrong with it? And she's just shaking her head. My mom just lets me be me. She just be shaking her head.
Injury said I'm an only child and queer. I can't relate.
I have sisters who will FaceTime me, and when I answer, they'll be butterball naked. I'd be like, well, could I get a warning?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, why? Okay.
I'm that sisters, and my other sisters are me, especially my little innocent one, Cameron. She goes, Brianka. And I'm like, you call me Cameron? I said free to nip this Saturday. I'm not posting my house. So you better tell me what you gotta tell me, because the nip is here, sis. She's like, well, can you cover it? I said, you want me to be ashamed of these rolls, baby? No. She's like, I'm
this here is the nip.
I've been trying to free the nip since 94, amen.
Amen. I am done.
Oh my gosh, this is like Salter, you're my brother. That's my brother. My brother be like, why? My
brother hated it. He like, come on, man. I bring my boys over. I'm like,
we're so bad. My brother would be like, can we just have an agreement that you will cover your private parts, please? Can we agree to that?
My brother would freak out if there was a tampon. Like,
not even
used. Not
even used. It could be a brand new one, and he would have lost his mind.
Really?
Yes.
I was a little terror. Every time he got on my nerves, I would put a fresh tampon right in his room.
Stop it.
Yeah, it was evil. It was evil.
Oh my God.
Nah, my mama would have whooped me. Like, I know we're not wasting tampons in here.
They're expensive. Look.
I would put a fresh one. I mean, he did some things too, so we were terrible to each other.
I mean, my brother was a terror.
Yeah.
He was the only boy, and he knew it, and he was going to literally make it hell for the rest of us.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I was the only girl, so I just got whatever. I got my way 90% of the time.
Wow, can't relate.
Can't relate at all.
I just feel like it's a lot of like just to give y'all an example, I was at work last Thursday, and it happens to be a day I didn't have a lot of clients, and I saw all my clients for the day. And then I don't know if it's the creator or God said, you know what, I'm gonna have almost all your sisters call you. So literally, as I'm on my way to like another place on campus, so I'm just walking around, my sister Devin calls. She has a conflict. After she calls, Cameron calls. She has a conflict.
Oh, Lord.
After Cameron calls, Zariette calls because she's mad at my mama. Then that's a conflict. Then my oldest sister, Shonda, calls. She has a conflict. Then my other sister, Centrell, calls. She has a conflict. I'm like, who don't have the goddamn conflict today?
How many sisters do you have? That was my only question.
I have a lot. I have a lot of sisters.
I was like, oh my goodness. And I love all their names.
I have three.
Yeah. I like Zariette's name.
Are you in the middle or oldest? Where in the range of sisters are you?
Ooh, I'll have to say their names because I don't know. So it's LaShawanda, Shanikia, Centrell, me, Brianka, Devin, Zariette.
Did somebody else name Devin?
Yeah.
I love Devin. Devin.
Devin, Zariette, and Cameron. And then Robert is somewhere in there, my brother.
Somewhere in there. I love that.
He's somewhere in there.
He was surrounded.
We stay beefing. We stay beefing.
All y'all names sound pretty. We all have super generic names.
I love Devin's name and Cameron. And wait, did you say Zariette?
Zariette Octavia is actually her name.
Oh, I
love that. If I
That is
accidentally
pretty.
slipped up and had a child, I'd probably name him Devin. If it's a girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like the name Devin for a girl. It's pretty.
Yeah, that's
Like
good
I
old
said,
Devin.
still have to be an accident though, because it ain't happening for real.
The shop is permanently closed.
If there was a way I could do it now, I would, but we all know I can't.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
I
see,
just-
my parents gave
wouldn't.
us safe names too. I mean, I've met plenty of girls with my name, but all of our names are very quote unquote safe. I don't blame my parents for doing that, but you know, now that I'm older, I'm like, dang, I wish I had a better name.
I wish
That
I
was
had a
when-
name my parents could spell. I mean, could pronounce, because they say everybody else's name with ease and be struggling with me.
Dang.
Yeah,
That's annoying.
I'm petty. As
It
a
is.
sibling, I would be like, my name is so much better because everyone struggles. Y'all names is easy like y'all. That's really how I would respond to my siblings.
You should get a shirt with the phonetic spelling of your name written on it and give it to everyone for Christmas.
Good.
good.
That
They
is a
can't
wonderful
even,
petty
spell
gift.
it out. They can't even spell it out, and I'm just like, oh my god! Like, my mom calls me Bronca, and my dad calls me Veronica.
Wait,
None of
what?
those is Brianka. None of those.
Who named you?
Yeah, I'm confused.
My mother.
And she don't say
You know
it.
what?
I'm done. I am done. I would be like, ma'am,
I mean,
you
my
were
parents-
there at my conception and my birth. You have no excuse.
But you know, I'll tell you a quick story. I think my mom just be skipping on it because she kind of named me out of anger, and she don't want to like say it. So,
Wait, what do you mean out of anger? This is a story.
So, when I was born, my mom friend was also having a kid, a girl, and she didn't know what she wanted to name her kid. However, I was stubborn, and I was supposed to be born on like May 14th, and ended up being born like almost on the last day of May because I was hanging out, I guess. And the friend daughter was born before me, and my mom actually wanted my name to be Brittany. And the girl took the name Brittany, pissed my mama off, and then my mom, they were like, "What's her name?" And she was like, "Brianka." But I've never really heard my mother say Brianka. She just said it.
I think you're right. You're right, Bree, because my mom does the same thing, but you're right. I think you're right.
Are you ready for the craziest story connection ever?
Yeah.
My mom, same situation happened to her. Her cousin was pregnant at the same time, and they had decided that they were going to name me Brianna.
Stop.
But my cousin was born 2 weeks before me, and my cousin's name is Brianna. And that's how I got the name Brittany.
Look. And let me guess, your mom just never calls you by your name, because my mom wanted to name me, but my dad pulled rank and named me, so she's pissed. So she never says my name. She only ever calls me baby or baby girl.
Oh,
Literally.
I have like 8
never says my name.
Names. The only time I ever hear my legal name is when I messed up.
Yep, same. My dad calls me doctor. That's it. He's been calling me doctor ever since I told him what I wanted to be when I was very little. I rarely hear him say my name.
Say my name.
He just don't say it. But you know, my granny, a lot of my family, I think, because I'm like the quiet one, believe it or not. I'm the quiet one, so people be forgetting about me, I think. So they'll be talking to me, and they'll be like, "Yeah, Shonda, because how you doing, Shonda?" Like calling me my eldest sister name.
Oh my gosh.
Yep, that's not me, but okay.
Wow.
Do they get mad at you? Because my relatives would get mad at me when I'd be like, "So that's my sister's name," but go off.
No, I just roll with it. I'd be like, they so excited to see Shonda.
I can't.
I just assume I'm Shonda. I'd be like, that's me, bro. That's me. That's me.
Dead.
I feel like the biggest takeaway from this three-way connection that we formed, this bond with our parents hating our name, is that don't ever tell nobody your baby name.
No,
Just don't do it. Don't do it. Like if you have a friend, a sister, a cousin, whoever whose due date is around yours and you're both having the same gender, just keep it to yourself.
Yep.
Rest of the day. If you didn't take anything else from this 2.5-hour podcast.
That because people out here stealing. Although if I ever have a kid, which I don't want children, I'm just not into it. I think everybody else, if you want to have babies,
sister, we really are kin.
Huh?
Facts. I said we really are kin because that's really how I feel.
It's just gonna be a hell no for me. I just really like me, and I can't really be adding. I'm auntie all day. But adding, from the womb is just too much. It's just
you're like, I'm not willing to take that drastic step.
I'm not willing to do it. But I have a friend, she's Ugandan. I'm in love with her last name. And if I ever had a kid, that's gonna be it. I'm in love with her. I even asked her dad. I was like, can I have this? I had to have a conversation with.
That's
her
so
last
sweet.
name is Bazonzia. I just think it's so beautiful. I know it's like very long, but I love that name. So I would give that to a kid.
I will say that the pandemic has really put some respect on the people that don't want to have kids' names. You know what I'm saying? Because before it was all like, especially women, right? Because women, we face so much pressure to have children. And if a woman says, oh, I don't want to have them, then society is just like outraged. But I think after the pandemic, people are low-key like, you know what? You might be onto something there.
I've heard less opposition to me saying it out loud. I can say that.
Right, because people had to be trapped with their children. And they were like, what have I done?
Yeah. Because some kids are literally a menace to society.
Yeah, my cousin was like, I love my child, but she's a dick. I was like, bro.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. My sisters called me, look, I don't know what you're doing, but you got to come and get your niece. Because if she talks to me one more time, I'm like,
oh my God.
So many of my nieces almost got these hands. And I got 17 of them. So many of them almost got some hands from my siblings. I said, well.
Listen, I can't remember what the data is, but they basically said that most kids are accidents. And I was like, that's so uncomfortable.
Listen, my parents have 4 kids. 75% of them were accidents.
No, not 75%.
No.
I was like, ooh.
I wasn't the accident. So sometimes when I'm petty, I love to remind them that they're all accidents.
You are so petty.
I like to be petty about mine too, because I have white folks say half siblings. I think that's bullshit. Sibling. Period.
Yeah, we don't do that.
We don't do that. That's not. But I will say that I'm the only kid of my parents who were born, they were married when I was born. So I'd be like, all of you bastards. I'm like,
I'm dead. Ooh, the savagery.
First of all, siblings talk to each other so reckless.
So recklessly.
I mean, like,
somebody else has said that to her sibling. She'd have been ready to jump them.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, get these hands. This is the thing. I can say whatever I want, but the moment you think you want to be froggy and trying to leap towards any of my siblings, man, they're going to call Leap Olympics because I'm going to be over there in your ass because on site is on site. And I don't care how educated I am. I'm showing up. Period.
Right.
Also, I just need to take one moment. We have 4.2, or we have, I get it now. We have 4. 2 are accidents. I needed to read this out loud because I was like, 4.2 accidents.
Who is the 0.2? Are you pregnant? Yeah, I was like,
is this another announcement?
That's breaking news. That's how rumors get started.
I'm glad I read that out loud. Listen, please ignore the comment that I wrote in the chat, please. Because woo, child, I was like, tell me more.
Wow, be millionaires if you had 0, huh?
I know I was an accident.
Man, listen.
I had to do the math because I was like, wait, I was born in November. Y'all got married in April of the same year. And like in an African, household, like, yo, I was definitely an accident. 1,000%.
Right. They were right before, baby. They were doing
I was like, hold the phone. April to November is not 10 months. I know my math. Like, nope.
Like, listen, the amount of times that I've heard this phrase.
Oh, that's scary.
One day we're gonna have to do. One day we'll do another women chat where we talk about like birth control and stuff, because the amount of times I've heard that one statement, I was like, so what does it do other than cause pain?
I remember my doctor tried to get me. I'm saying, look, you're not sticking nothing up my hoo-ha. I don't want nothing up there. I don't want nothing up there hanging out, because if I meet somebody who's enlarged and they rip it out and then look at us.
Oh no.
This is really how I think, though. Like, the way that Bree thinks is the way that I think. It's like, oh wait.
I'm just saying, what if you start feeling yourself and you think tonight I'm gonna dance for you? What if you start, I'm gonna put my body on your body? You start getting it. You talking about ring the alarm? You in there? The red lights are blazing. Some grapes on the side. You got edible lube, and that's
She isn't painting the scene, okay?
The scene that you have painted.
You say, you know what? I'm gonna have to head
out. We are out here with the red light special, brought to you by Loc'd Booktician.
Okay.
You out there throwing it back, and your idea is throwing it back as well.
Oh no!
It's like,
that's terrifying. I could just never put myself through the insertion of one. Like, I've heard horror stories, and I'm good.
I'm good, man. I can't do the pill either, so I use Nexplanon because I can't.
I've actually quit all birth control, and my body is going through shock.
I was about to say, I tried to quit and my body went through such a hard time. I was like, you know what? I'll just go back. It's fine.
Nope.
It's fine.
I'm still trying to fight the fight, but Jesus. My body is in full rebellion. I'll let y'all know when I'm fully adjusted, but right now it sucks.
It sucks. At first, because it was weird. Because at first when I came off of it, Brittany, did you go through this where you realized that it was making you like bitter? I was like, damn, I was a bitch when I was on birth control.
So, we're taught there is more conversation about women being on birth control than there is about men getting vasectomies. That's a whole other conversation. But one reason that people don't always talk about is that sometimes you need birth control to control your period, so you're not bleeding like the Red Sea for more than a week.
Right.
I'm one of those people. And I've been on birth control since I was 15 years old.
Oh, so your withdrawals are serious.
I'm 32.
Whew.
Yeah.
And due to the stress and the fact that when you turn 30, you go through a whole new puberty, Let's not
talk about it.
That's a whole other day content. But
it really is.
My body is just, I am just tired.
Not right. I don't like how my period has changed in my 30s. And I used to be looking at, because my mom, she gets like a rash right at the bottom of her back. It's kind of like alopecia or something, just like a dry patch when she's on her period. And then I started to notice that I'm getting one, and I said, not me turning into Sheila.
Oh, no.
It's just, I don't know. It don't sit right in my spirit of spirits. I don't know if I want to release the birth control yet, because, my family is very fertile. And let me tell you, I believe in pro-choice, and that's it.
That's it. Mic drop.
Listen.
I do. I'm like, I can't handle this. What? Bringing a kid in this world. And the thing that kills me in my family, they're like, oh my God, you would be such a great mom. I'm not arguing with you. What I'm saying is my body, my choice.
Yeah, you have the choice. And that's the thing. Like, that's what I love about this time that we're living through as women, is a lot more women. Like, for me personally, that is like my number one dream in life, is to be a mom. And if it happens, I will be so ecstatic. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But I feel like the amazing thing is now more and more women feel comfortable stepping forward and saying, you know what, I don't have to do this. Like, for so long, women have been either told outright or pressured to feel like you have to. Like, it's just what you do. You're a woman. You're supposed to give birth. Like, that's what you do. Like, you become a mom. That is your primary purpose. And it's so nice to live in a time where women are like, actually, no, being a mother is more of a calling than just a biological, thing that I'm supposed to be doing. Like, if it's not something that I feel called to do in my soul, then no, I don't have to do that. I've never wanted to do it, and I'm not going to fold to society's, telling me that this is my function in life. And I'm just like, yes, finally, we have arrived.
I should just point out.
To hear it.
Just like, I should always point out, like, when I hear moms being like, I bought you into this world, I really be like, you have every right to say that to your child, because I don't learn that y'all lose hair, you lose teeth, you could go blind, your body might never go back to the way that it was. You might.
It doesn't.
That you do that you have to deal with to bring life into this world. I was like, and that, like, I understand now why my mom would give me looks of death. And be like, I'm sorry. Because you are right. You went through a lot to bring me into this world.
It wasn't until my best friend got pregnant, the mom of my godson, that I was literally shook.
That baby is so cute.
Shook. Oh, he is everything to me. But I was like, I had no idea that all this stuff. And then, like, during her delivery, it was really bad. She almost died. Like, it was just a lot. I was like, this is a lot to take in.
One of my friends here lost 2 of her teeth.
Wow.
Not the teeth.
Yes, you can lose teeth when you. Yes, girl.
Not the teeth said I'm gonna head out. Oh, hey.
That's a lot.
Ain't right.
I was like, I would save those teeth and climb them up against my child's head when they actually
would make a necklace and just pull it out every time they piss you off. Do you see this?
We ain't saving teeth, are we?
They'd be like, yes, Mom, I know. Those are your teeth that you lost when you were pregnant with me. That's right.
I mean,
my mama liked to remind me. She'd be like, you know what, Bree? I'm not going to take this because you are just stubborn, and I had to be with you for 38 hours of labor. And I'm like, okay, Sheila, I wasn't ready to come out. Why you keep making this up? The world is harsh. The world is harsh, Sheila. I wasn't ready. Like, I'm talking you with these goddamn jokes. I'm like, I'm just saying, Trump out here losing his mind. We don't know what Biden is doing. I knew what was gonna happen. I needed time to. He's like,
oh my goodness, that is hysterical.
I'm like, I needed time to adjust. Like, how you just gonna try to push me out? I wasn't even
exactly.
Ready.
You weren't.
Like,
you weren't.
Reducing me. I
Your soul already knew the bullshit that it was getting ready to walk into. Like, give me a moment, please.
Like, hell no. My body was like, no, this ain't for us, B.
But respect to everybody who chooses to have children. Y'all are amazing.
Straight up. Really,
I'm scared to do it, but I'm so happy that y'all are continuing the circle of life.
Ugh, let me tell you. I don't even know what the circle of life look like.
Even though I love children and I want to have some, my favorite Facebook page is still I Regret Having Children. It's my favorite Facebook. I tell everybody about this Facebook page. It's called I Regret Having Children. And it's literally just a Facebook page of all of these people who regret having kids, and they share their stories. And it can range from someone being like, I regret having my kids because they turned out to be criminals and this and that, to literally someone, to literally someone just being like, you know what? I regret it because I just thought it was what I was supposed to do. Nobody really explained to me that I had a choice. And I love my child with everything in me. I do not I would take a bullet for them. I would die for them. I would do anything for them. But it wasn't until they got here that I was looking at them one day. I was like, I don't want to do this. It's like, oh, shit.
It'd be like that.
I think it's an important page. Like, people can have those conversations and be real about their honest to God feelings. And I think it's great too for other people to discover it. Maybe if someone's on the fence, or, you know, someone's young and they don't know, or they haven't thought about it, to read through it and be like, wow. So
yeah. I feel like a lot of times having a child and being pregnant is sensationalized. And I'm like, that's not how most folks is feeling. Most folks is like, I've had enough of this shit. So I don't think I do think it comes with rewards, of course. But I also don't think that, you know, it's easy peasy.
Yeah, I think that's what I like about this conversation that is now happening in today's world, is there's less of a glamorization of parenthood and motherhood especially. And it's like kind of getting a chance for people to have real honest talks, even people that absolutely love their children. Like, for example, I was talking about my best friend and like how she had, you know, hard time there towards the end of her pregnancy, and her delivery was horrific. But with her child, she's literally like, it was my purpose. Like, being a mom is literally my purpose. I am so freaking happy. Like, she's like loving life. She's like, this is everything to me, right? From people like that to people who are undecided, or to people who have said, no, that's not what they want to do. Like, I just think that it's an important conversation to have.
Right.
Because we weren't even having these conversations like 15, 20 years ago.
No, it was taboo to even think these things, you know?
Right.
Like, my granny is just starting to come around that I'm not having children. And like, I think what got her was a couple months ago. I was like, Granny, you know Martin? She goes, of course I know Martin, my cousin. I said, well, Martin got 11 babies, 11 baby mamas. Isn't that enough?
Seriously, that is more than enough. Wait. I just caught on 11 baby mamas as well.
Yeah, I think it's 11 or 10. If I'm
Great American melting pot.
Yes. But you know, I don't think they're wrong. I'm gonna say that. I don't think it's wrong, but I'm like, this is the thing. He has 11 children, so I feel like, why are you clocking me about having a baby when my boy already supplied it for all the rest of me and the cousins?
That's a whole basketball team and backups.
He got babies.
In other news, y'all, I have been really enjoying Black People's Pets, that page on Instagram.
Wait, there's an Instagram for that?
I just wanted to share the love. I just wanted to gift you all with this page, because it's probably the best page I've ever followed in my entire life. And it's basically just Black people and their pets, mostly dogs, some cats, some other pets. Like, just showing off how, even as a culture, the way that we pet parent is so different and so authentically Black. Like, I'm just like, this is everything I never knew I needed in social media.
Yeah, I can't do pets. I can do plants now, but a whole nother living being, and if I gotta change their shit, it's just like not giving what it's supposed to have. And I just feel like, the Waite tribe does it better. So I'm gonna let them have that.
Listen, I love following. Well, obviously, like Brie, I follow plants because downstairs is a jungle. One day I will showcase what my downstairs looks like, but it's currently a jungle. And I started following husky Instagrams and husky TikToks.
Oh my God, that sounds amazing.
It is the funny, I promise you, go follow a husky TikTok or a husky Instagram. They be cussing out their owners in howl. And it is
because huskies talk.
Funny.
Yeah,
yes.
They do. They be like, look, ho. No, I'm just kidding. They don't say that.
I mean, it sounds like they say it.
It does. It sounds like they're talking.
Listen, I'm just like, no. I don't know if I can do a pet. I just feel like nah. But when I was growing up, though, I had a lot of birds, and I did enjoy those.
I mean, pet social media is so relaxing.
Yeah,
I definitely discriminate against birds. Like I only like certain birds.
It's the way that you said it took me off guard.
You said it with conviction. Like, God changed my mind.
It's true. Like
what I said.
Certain birds, like they be scaring me. Like when you're driving down the road, because I live not necessarily in the country, but I be driving down the back roads to get to work, and these big crows just come out because they prey on like the dead deer or whatever has gotten hit by a car or whatever. And I'm just like praying. I just start praying in tongues. I just reach back into my church background because they're scary.
They are.
They just come out of nowhere.
Yeah, no. I see a lot of eagles where I'm at.
Only time I ever feared birds was in Venice.
Really?
Wow, the birds are rough.
But listen, rough. I know that on like the videos and movies and shit, when they show you Venice, it looks all bright and pretty and stuff. It's not. It's fucking dirty. And them birds are so used to being fed that flying right at you is a thing.
Oh, wow.
And they're fat.
Oh, no.
Wow.
I just like... One day I'll show the video. We were legit posing, and that bird came running at us, and we all scattered and just screamed.
No, that's terrifying.
I don't like these stupid bitches.
Yeah, no, that's a no.
Yeah.
That reminds me of New York birds. New York birds do not give a shit.
New York birds are the equivalent. Yeah.
They will walk right next to you on the sidewalk, like, get the fuck out my way. Like, I can't. I can't do it.
So now I know places not to go. I've never been to Venice. I've been to Rome.
I mean, it's one of those things where like go because I'm always down for visiting, like visit places. But I did Venice in a day, and I don't feel like I needed to do any more.
Wow.
There are some places I've visited in my life where all I needed was a day.
Yes, Venice to me is one of them.
That's it. Amsterdam is that place for me. I don't see why.
I cannot.
We done did it. It's done been done, and that's it.
And I can think of some very highlighting moments to stay in Amsterdam a little bit longer.
Nah, I mean, I get it. I get what you said.
Hilarious. Read between the lines.
But I feel like I had the shits after that. So I said, okay.
I cannot. God, I cannot. I'm about to exit.
You know what? I'm done. I'm just so done.
I'm about to click on the X.
What's it Monique who said blue blue?
All of a sudden, screen just goes black.
I'm about to say, all of a sudden, we get kicked off YouTube.
No, I'm just saying.
That's hilarious.
I was praying to Jesus, Jehovah, Allah, everybody.
Oh my goodness.
Buddha and them, the disciples. I was asking to show up.
Oh my goodness.
You understand?
I cannot.
Matthew and Luke needed to be there.
Listen, we're gonna let Bree have this moment, but we actually do need to wrap up because it is a Monday night and all of us have to get ready for work tomorrow.
I know.
Why would you say that?
But thank you so much for rocking with us tonight. We had a lot of fun. Thank you so much, Bree, for coming.
No, thank you for inviting me. This was fun.
We wish you nothing but success just this month and for your future events.
Absolutely. We really appreciate you joining us. And everyone, please participate if you're not already in the readathon this month. We have put her information in the description so you can go and follow her for more information. The reading sprints are going to continue. Don't forget, you can also participate in her giveaways. She has author interviews coming up. And yeah, that's that.
Make sure to stay hydrated. We'll talk to y'all next time.
This one always talking about hydration.
Hydration is good for a lot of things.
It's true.
It is. All right. See y'all on the flip.
Bye.
Bye.